What's up, everybody? It's Cliff. Happy Tuesday. I have nothing new really to say except updated Table of Fate. So if you guys have Table of Fate things that you want to do against Grimble, then they are all updated. and so there are. I removed 8, added 8 new ones, and modified 4 that were already there to be more gooder. So, yeah.
Most gooder.
Most gooder.
I hate you both. I hate you both so much.
Most goodest. It's the most goodest way to do it, I think.
I spent last week at a librarian convention with people who speak properly, and it was wonderful. And then I hear most good.
I'm sorry,
I'm
Melissa.
back.
I'm sorry. Most goodest. I apologize.
I hate you. Oh.
The goodliest. That's a good one too, Bob. The goodliest.
Yes.
Very, very goodly.
If we
I'm
don't
gonna set
stop,
all of you
Melissa's
on
just
fire.
gonna yeet right out of here. So.
I got to explain what that meant to people.
So with that, I'm gonna kick it over to John for recap.
Go on. Tell us what happened. What did you do?
I didn't do anything. Okay, so what happened was
Hi, this already sounds like a man covering his tracks.
What happened was.
so we were on what looked like a boat, but then everyone got stuck, as we know. That's how we started off. And then the boat, like as everyone was trying to get themselves free of this boat, it took off and started like jetting through the water super fast. Our crew of sailors were doing everything they can to keep up, but there was like no chance. So as we are trying to get ourselves free and hitting the deck and everything, it suddenly sprouts giant tentacles. And at the end of these tentacles, there are cannons. And the only person not stuck was Vox, I believe.
And Batsu.
And Batsu. Kind of reminded me of that scene of like Fellowship where they're going up the snowy mountain, everyone's sinking through the snow except for Legolas walking on top. That's what it felt like because nobody else could do shit. So we're hitting this thing, and all of a sudden it's like splits apart, and there's like teeth and a mouth and everything, and it grabs up Kirilla and throws her into its mouth, and the tentacles start attacking pretty much everyone at that point. So Vardrak just started Vardraking it, and and everyone started just doing what they can to get themselves free or hit the damn thing. And then eventually he said something, and all of a sudden the life cutter blade came out on his back. He pulls it out. He starts using that against the opening where the mouth had appeared and everything. And he's like hitting at the mouth of this creature. And each time he's hearing it like groan or make some sort of sound. I'm trying to figure out how things happen in order here. At some point, Grimble, I believe, blew open one of what looked like the cabin doors of this ship. And Batsu thought, hey, I'll run in there. So he did. And then he saw these like little treasures or whatever.
They're just crates. Like shipping crates.
Crates. But then they sprouted tentacles. So he's like, oh shit, runs around to this other room, and he sees this big treasure chest that looks amazing and enticing, and he's like, okay, I'll go see what's in there. It sprouted tentacles and started coming after him.
Really?
So he turned around and noped out of there to go back in the previous room to find out every single piece of furniture was like Beauty and the Beast, but with tentacles. And he started basically screaming and trying to get the fuck out of there. At the same time, they had everyone on the outside had worn down this creature enough to where it like spit Kirla out of its mouth and off to the back of the ship or whatever. So Vardrak finally managed. He like basically used the spirit weapon to like slam into the deck where his feet were and like dislodged himself, but he had like pieces of the board still stuck to his feet, but he could move. So he starts running up to the top of the deck towards the back of the ship. Vakta starts running up there too. Batsu runs out and just jumps off the ship, says, "Fuck this, I'm out. Nope, fuck this." Which left Ravage and Grimble, which
And Rakir.
And Ricard.
oh fuck that guy. So like Vardrak grabs Vakta, jumps off the boat. Rakir, what did he do? He like fell down the stairs or some shit.
Yeah, so the boat started to nosedive, and when it did, it threw him towards, the front of the ship that was sinking.
Yeah, so and somehow we got how did we get Grimble free?
I got Grimble free.
Batsu
Okay.
ran up the side of the ship and yanked my ass off.
Okay, yeah. He yanks Grimble off just as like the doors come open and like these little evil crates and treasure chests and shit are coming out. And then Ravage just kind of pushed off into the water and everyone just kind of regroups as the boat with all these creatures started sinking off into the water. And fortunately, they didn't have to wait long before the crew managed to catch up to them. They got on the boat, and the captain's like, this storm is crazy. I don't know what the fuck just happened there, but what should we do? And Vardrak's like, we come too far. We're almost to where we need to be. Let's press on. We'll rotate sleep shifts and just... So everyone rotated sleep and kept going. So you see this giant figure that seems to be at the center of the storm who's causing the waves and everything. And they get, like, I guess he went under the water, came out, and then like slammed into the boat and flipped everybody off of it.
And shattered the boat.
And it's like repairable damage to the boat.
He made the boat look like Spider-Man at the end of Infinity Wars.
Vardrak,
so
you're doing
good,
great.
Mr. Vardrak.
Continue. Totally married the right man here.
Oh wait, no, it gets better.
So I think Ravage, Batsu, and Grimble and Kirla all went underwater at that point, and everyone else was able to surface except for Kirla, who disappeared.
That's fine. I'm fine.
Uh-huh.
Vardrak's 100% platonic assistant, Kirla.
Totally fine.
So Vardrak is like yelling at this, what now appears to be the biggest water elemental anyone's ever seen, basically telling it to, saying who he is and what he is here to do, and let me see your master or whatever. And
Just yelling, witness me over and over again.
and the water elemental is just not having it, and it's just like, yeah, come at me, bro. So they start fighting this thing. Ravage notices everyone else made it to the surface but Kirla. He swims around trying to find her, cannot find her whatsoever. He comes back up to the surface, and we're all in the water just fighting this thing, and that's kind of where we left off.
So the only thing I'll say that you didn't touch on was, for one, he was talking shit to this thing before he smashed the boat. Then he smashed the boat. Two, everybody drank. There were only three. What water breathing potions left because Grimble decided to use his when he was getting beat up by mimics.
Seemed like a
And
good idea at the time.
it did. It was a really good idea. So there was only 3, so everybody split them, but not everybody drank half a bottle exactly. So everybody has varying different levels of water breathing on. And when the boat splintered and everybody went under, Grimble and Batsu had this giant water elemental grab at them, and Batsu was able to get, or Grimble was able to get away, but Batsu got grabbed, and this thing lifts him 90 feet into the air, and ends up throwing him, but he just floats down like a badass, and now he's just standing on the waves. But yeah, so that's where we are.
Stand up.
This map that you're looking at is to scale. Every square is 5 feet. Yep. So with that being said, let's get into tonight's episode.
Adventures from Amethil.
Ooh, I heard a pretty noise. Hey, thank you for that sub. I appreciate it. You earned yourself 100 cliff coins, which means that if you want to, you can roll on the table of fate, like Dredson just did there.
Oh God, Dredson's already at it.
And you can see some of the
Grimble.
new things. Dredson, make sure you do a capital G next time, though, so we can see that nice little icon that it makes.
Wait, I didn't see anything in chat.
It's a good thing. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I got you.
Can you not?
It's fine.
So we
Start
want
that shit again.
this sound, and we want this sound, and we want this, and we want the sea monster noises too. Perfect.
I'm gonna have to piss in like 5 minutes of this.
Yeah, no, same. Like, pretty sure that the conference made
I
me
mean,
sick because I don't
alright.
feel great, and I'm just gonna have to pee like every 5 minutes with this.
I turned the underwater sound off.
I'm gonna have to
mean-
pee every 5 minutes anyway.
I mean, this isn't gonna help either. So,
No.
oh yeah,
Alright.
be warned. I made a Grimble drink.
Oh jeez.
Oh no.
Yes. That's
Cool.
good. So we are at the top of the round. Batsu, it is your turn.
Okay. Keep doing what I've been doing and stabbing at water.
Just stab the water. It works. Bob, you.
That is a hit.
Same roll? Alright. Same roll, alright.
Okay.
So average today.
I mean, that's not average. You're rolling a d6 and you rolled a 5 on it. I mean, that's almost max damage you can do. Hater.
Now I'm gonna punch the-
That's a hit too.
There we go.
Oh.
Nice.
Batsu is not having this thing. That's the, what is it, like the third or fourth 20 I've rolled on it?
I feel like Batsu right now is just like that scene where from Guardians 1 where Drax is inside the monster just ah!
Yeah.
Alright, that's it. Batsu is swinging and punching at this thing. Everyone is, I think, 75 feet away from him. So no one can hear anything.
Everybody is within melee range of this thing. Well, Vardrak's within melee range. Everybody else is just outside of melee range. So with that, basically everybody at this point. let's go ahead and use one of these legendary actions. Because, you know, if you don't use them, you lose them.
I can't.
That's a universal fact. Everybody knows that. Yeah, so Batsu's punching and stabbing at this thing, and when you hit the water, like, you feel like the splash of it, but it almost feels like as the momentum is coming to its fruition, that you're hitting something solid, and you can feel like the energy channeling up through it. And as you do, and you feel this crackle of energy as you get that nice critical hit off, this water elemental, he puts his hand into the water, and you guys start feeling this twist. And you can see the water in a 30-foot diameter around this thing begin to just funnel into this giant whirlpool.
Thanks, I hate it.
Neat.
So everybody who failed that, which would be Grimble, Kirla, Rakar, and
She's not even
Ravage.
here.
She's
That's
there.
fine.
She's there. She's just not. She's not at your vertical level. But basically, everybody that was within 30 feet out from this thing, you feel this whirlpool pulling you into the center of this giant elemental. And it is Rakar's turn.
Question, Cliff.
Mm-hmm.
Can you do like a drawn circle on the map so I can know where this thing's actually at?
I sure can.
Music makes me feel like I'm on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
You know, now that you say that,
Right?
we're just like, ask the audience. I don't know what to do.
Don't die.
Thanks. I never would have thought of that.
This is not going the right size.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
guess.
We're playing a game with Cliff. We were never gonna live.
I mean, almost everybody has lived so far.
Almost.
Almost everybody.
Tyrion?
So yeah, so that's about where that thing's at. Give or take.
All right.
This music is pretty fucking epic, though.
So Ricardo's gonna try to swim over here.
Let me see if you can do that, actually.
Did that any whiter, Cliff?
I could. No, you cannot take a movement this turn.
Okay. 5, 10, 15.
Actually, you know what?
20. Okay.
No. You should be able to do that. Yeah, you can swim away. The only thing is, remember, you're at half speed in water.
Yeah, that's why I moved at 20 instead of. Oh wait, no, it should be 15, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
So let me just
So-
do that and go ahead and move them where you want to. So
Right
yeah,
there.
you could do that for sure.
And as he's swimming, he holds out his hand backwards at this thing, and he is going to cast Chill Touch.
But is he? Like as he's trying to do it, the waves are just knocking him all about where he can't even get the spell out.
All right. Now, that was a cantrip. Let's do. Am I targeting myself?
You are.
Great. And he's like praying as fast as he can as he's swimming away from this shit.
I didn't want him to do it that way.
What'd you do?
Save 20 verse 23. So this one's only gonna be affecting Rakar. As you start swimming away, this giant geyser shoots up from underneath you and launches you up into the air 30 feet, and you are knocked prone.
Well, that is my turn.
All right. And Ravage's turn.
And a water elemental says you should take a bath.
Yeah, he's gonna try and swim back out of this.
Okay. You just move at half movement speed.
Yep, he's just going right here.
Okay.
Let's see. Are you rage, sir? Yeah, it looks like rage is on.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Make sure it's selected. Yeah, I guess he'll hit with his spear.
He will not.
Okay.
Are you sure?
All right.
You take a swipe and it just cuts through the water, but you don't feel it actually connect with anything. Just.
Okay. That's it for him.
All right, Grimble, your turn.
I don't remember what rotation I was on. Was I on shoot, reload, shoot?
Sure.
Okay. I'm gonna use a bonus action to second wind because I'm gonna die.
Fine.
That's a decent heal.
That was a good heal.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'll have to do something about that.
Shoot it.
More than our healer.
Don't shoot it.
And your gun break, your gun jams.
No, that was a normal shot. That wasn't a
You.
skill. I don't think it happens on a normal shot, does it?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. With yours, if you do on a 1 or a 2. I think that's what yours was a 1 and a 2, wasn't it? Let's see. Swanson. Misfire is a 2. So if you roll a 1 or a 2, it is a misfire and your gun is jammed.
Hold on. I have... Was it Indomitable? Is that the one? Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna use Indomitable on that.
What does that do?
Oh, that's only reroll a saving throw. Never mind. Fuck. Damn it. I can't bring up the gunslinger page anymore. It still says broken for me.
1 second, I can pull it up on D&D Beyond's website. It's on there.
Really don't
misfire. Whenever you make an attack roll with a firearm, the dice roll is equal to or lower than the misfire score. The weapon misfires. The attack action misses, and the weapon cannot be used again until you spend an action and try to repair it. To repair your firearm, you must make a successful Tinker's Tool check of 8 plus your misfire score, so of 10. If your check fails, the weapon is broken and must be mended out of combat at a quarter of the cost of the firearm.
Oh, good.
Use a firearm without being proficient, increase the misfire score by 1.
Oh, good. Okay.
So you'd have to take a full action for that. So you'd either have to do your action surge if you haven't used it yet, or you're gonna have to wait till your next turn.
Yeah, I guess I'll action surge. I don't think I've used it.
Oh yeah, and well,
Yeah.
Bob says you could use player point, but you only have 1 player point, so that wouldn't work. Sorry.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
But if anybody wants to buy Jake a player point, it's only 100 bits.
All right, so it'd be +2. So is that? Can I just do the disadvantage and then make the tinkers? Would that work?
I'm sorry, what?
So because I have to do the Tinker's Tools. Oh no, it just has to be at a 10. Never mind.
Correct, yeah.
All right. Oh no!
No, that is a success.
Oh, that is okay.
Yeah. When something like this happens, if you meet the score or beat it, it's considered a success.
I thought you had to beat it. Okay.
No, so you do fix it, but that was your action though. And you already
that
used
would be the action surge action. I can still do the reload shoot now, can I?
No, because you only get one action. You just can make 3 attacks with your one action. But you used your first action to attack, which broke it. You had to use the second action to fix it, so you were out of actions. So
okay.
you have movement at half speed, and that's it, I think.
Good. I can move 12 and a half feet.
Yep. We'll just round it down to 10.
Cool.
I approve.
Just keep spinning your broken ankle like a
All right.
Mostly broken right now.
So Grimble, you see him pull out the gun and he goes to fire it, and he like aims up at this thing, like he's inside of it and he's aiming up through it, and you see him pull the trigger and it's just click, and you just hear him cussing through the layer of water, and then he begins to swim away.
It swims away.
Grimble is swimming, trying to swim out of this thing's central area. The thing isn't swimming away, no.
I was about to say, what?
No, he doesn't seem like he's trying to move anywhere just yet. And Vardrak, you just see this cascade of water coming down on you.
Hold on. Can I?
What are you doing?
I was going to use shield.
What's it give you, a +5?
Yeah.
And what's it take it up to?
Should be 28.
Okay. Did this reverse your health here? If I do that.
So let me cast that. There we go.
All right.
And take away that spell point. There we go.
All right. And you see the other fist comes slamming down on top of you. Which just barely misses here. And you hear this thing just roar out. And Vardrak, it is your turn.
All right. Vardrak, as he does, he starts roaring back at the thing. Because
That's fair. Yep.
And let's see if this works.
It failed to save.
All right.
Okay, yeah.
And let's see here. That is an action. Cliff, can you confirm for me if I had my spiritual weapon out
You did.
last week? Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's that S that's in the center there. Or unless that's Ricars.
That one's Ricars. I don't think you ever.
Okay,
put
then you
one
didn't
down
do
for
yours.
his.
Okay.
Okay. Then what the hell did I use this other 4th tier on?
Probably saving Kirla.
See, why you gotta
Why you gotta be playing games, Cliff?
She's not getting saved.
No, wait, no, I had the spiritual weapon out because that's the only.
I think you used it on the boat, didn't you?
No, I had it on the boat, but then I used it again in this combat.
Did you?
I don't think
I don't think you did.
I think Cliff put it down for him.
Yeah, if you did, he never noted it. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think there was one. Oh well. Anyways.
Don't fucking blame me.
All right. Well, since I don't have the spiritual weapon, what we're gonna do is we're gonna knock down 2 sorcery points to quicken a spell.
Haha.
By which I have no idea what the fuck I'm gonna do with that.
Throw a fireball at the water elemental. We'll evaporate it.
I wish. Don't put it past Vardrak. He may try.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if Grimble's actually saying this, then it might be canon.
You know what? We will use this time to maybe compel. No, fuck it. No, never mind.
Hey Jake, in Twitch chat, give me a roll 33, please.
What? Oh, that slash.
Yeah, I'll just send out the spiritual weapon. I'm not gonna go digging to confirm anything. That.
That is a miss.
Okay, why is it at disadvantage?
We ended last session. You were up on the geyser, so you were prone.
Oh, well, if I had known that, I would stand up.
The 8 would have missed too.
Okay. Then he's. You know what, Cliff? I did have it out because remember something screwy was happening where it was giving me like a plus 13, and we couldn't figure out why because it wasn't doing that when we were on the boat.
Yes, but then we found out it actually was doing it on the boat.
Well, yeah, but
Well, that's besides the point, though.
I did have it out. Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Okay, but that's a miss, so that's done. And he's just gonna look at Vakta and says, "Just like we trained, get him now." Hopefully, she knows what that means.
Rolls the seduce.
Yes,
How
finally.
we trained, or how you and Kirla trained?
God.
You know, I just think it's funny how.
Really? We're gonna do this now?
Nah, I'm fine.
Every time there's a
Fine.
50-foot water elemental, here comes this.
Every time.
So as you cast your fear on it, and you summon this spiritual weapon, you see the elemental pull its arms into itself, and it forms this like cyclone. And you see this giant tornado above you as it just plunges itself down into the water, creating this huge vortex. But don't worry, there's more.
But wait, there's more.
There's so much more. Boop, 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 boop. All of y'all that failed, Batsu, Rakar, Ravage, Grimble, and Vardrak, you are all pulled into this this giant vortex. Taking that much damage. And everybody who's still here, whoever's still with us here, so Batsu, Rakar, and Vardrak, you are suspended in this cyclone. You are being whipped around by this thing. And at the start of your turn, you will take damage each round. So, Vardrak, you luck out that you don't have to deal with it this time. But you can make a saving throw at the end of each of your turns.
What type of damage was that?
Bludgeoning.
Okay.
Blah, 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 blah. Everybody who is in this area, your vision is obscured. And yeah, and there's still some more fun stuff too, so we'll see. Hey, it's Kierla's turn. You said 20, right? Right, Melissa? Oh. All right, Fakta, your turn.
Oh boy, great. Am I the only one not in the cyclone at this time?
No, I think you failed it too, didn't you, or no? Oh no, you passed the fuck out of that. You are the only one not in the cyclone right now.
Cool.
And keep in mind, this
cool.
thing is no longer above grade. This thing is in the water. It is the cyclone.
So if it is the cyclone and my friends are in the cyclone, does that count as them being within melee range?
I would say yes.
I'm just wondering if that counts as sneak attack.
I would say in this moment it would, given the fact that I don't think that this thing is paying any sort of attention to you if you're not trapped within it.
Okay, I was checking the assassinate skill again to see if I had advantage, and I don't. So I'll just whatever. I'll just roll my bones. Like, let's see what happens. Why not? Oh!
That's a miss. Actually, to be a dick, that is a miss. I'm gonna use one of his legendary resistances on that.
No! Who's in that 20?
It was a good roll.
Oh no!
And that roll would have hurt like a motherfucker.
Can I use a player point to force you to not do that?
No, you cannot.
Did someone in the chat make you not?
Nope. Well, I mean, someone could pay the money to insert a game-changing event, and then they could change that event. But no, this is just one of his legendary actions. It's not a roll or anything.
That's so mean.
I'm sorry. I'm not sorry.
I know you're not sorry. You're enjoying this too much.
I would say I'm enjoying it. I just have to make sure that if he has these things in his toolkit, that I take advantage of them.
Uh-huh.
I mean, he doesn't have a lot of them, so don't worry.
Uh-huh.
Cliff, is Vardrak's effect still on him?
It is.
Okay. That shouldn't that be giving people advantage?
Only against you. It's disadvantage against you, but I don't think it gives them advantage now. With him being frightened.
Mm-hmm.
And we're back at the top with Batsu.
Alright, so can't move and I can't do a check until after my turn.
That sounds about right. Let me double check what it says here. Blah, 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 blah. Creature, when it comes in contact. Saving throw. Are you part of the group that, oh, you're in there. So at the start of your turn.
Right in the middle.
At the start of your turn, you take damage. At the start of the round you can. So I'll just do this to force you to roll it. You passed, so you are now out of this. So you can move again.
Since I'm out of it, do I take damage at the start of the next turn?
No. At the
Alright,
start
you
of this
stay
turn,
right
you
there.
do, but yeah. I mean, if you stay in there, if he does anything, if anything comes of this form that he's in and you are still in there, you would still be prone to that, but you would not take any damage as per this effect like you just took damage, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. So your call.
Let's see at first. He can make it out. All right, he's moving there.
He can make it out. Fucking 45 feet. It's ridiculous.
That's just until we kill this thing and we rest. Then it goes up another 5.
Yup.
All right. And as he gets there, he immediately turns, like skids on water, and pulls out his sword and starts swinging again.
Okay.
One more, come on. Fucking one.
Oh, wait. So the first one was a hit, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you're good.
Okay.
Good. That's definitely a hit.
After those 2 hits, he centers himself again, goes off of his action surge.
Haven't you used your action surge already? That's a miss.
Got it. All right, those 2 fucking missed. He is getting mad, so he cracks his knuckles and he goes in with his gloves of haste.
Okay.
Do it.
Seems like a waste, but okay.
Yeah, it is.
What the fuck do I know?
But this guy is fucking pissed. Oh my god.
What is happening?
That's a good one.
Reroll. Reroll.
Yeah, how many do I got? How many points do I got?
You currently have 4.
Alright, yeah, I'm re-rolling that shit.
You currently have 2.
Come on.
Oh my god.
Fucking 1. Alright, one more. Alright.
That's a hit. There you go.
Now-
He bends over and pats you on the head. There you go.
Let's spend another key point for Fury Blows.
So you can miss
no.
again?
Come on!
And again?
Oh, I missed both of my unarmed. I don't get my AC bonus.
So you guys just see Batsu just punching and flailing and kicking at this whirlpool, but it's a whirlpool, so like he's not really coming into contact. He's just splashing in the water at this point. Like he's standing on the water as the waves are kind of moving him around, but there's this giant vortex here that he's trying to hit.
That's my fucking turn.
Yeah, it is. All right, it is Rakar's turn, and Rakar, I believe.
Oh shit. He's floating in the water.
Oh, geez, he crit failed on that bitch too. Yeah.
Oh no.
So you just see like anybody who's actually paying attention outside of just like the direct imminence of this combat, you just see his body, like his robe, like zipping around every now and again as it makes full circle around, just unconscious. Just doing great, buddy. All right, it's Ravage's turn. Was Ravage part of the?
Creepy attacks or something.
So Ravage is not restrained by it, so he is free to do what he do.
Is he within the whirlpool circle?
He is. I should have moved everybody into it, because it actually pulls you guys 30 feet closer when that happened.
Okay.
So everybody should be actually. I could probably do this to make it a little easier. Hold on, let me do.
I'm not in it.
So let's do this, and then we'll move Batsu just outside it. So yeah, you guys are all in it.
Okay.
Vakta, give me a 20 roll, please. Thank you. All right, but yeah, so it is Ravage's turn.
Is Ricard right there next to him as he's like...
I mean, if he waits a few seconds, he'll be making his way back around, I'm sure, yeah.
Because the intention is to, like, as he tries to swim out of the whirlpool himself, they just kind of grab, like, his cloak or robe or whatever and drag him along with them. What type of action would that be?
Go ahead and give me a athletics or acrobatics check on that one. It's gonna definitely be one of the two to try to figure out if he can do this.
Wow.
He just can't get a grip on him. Like, he's just floating around, and between him trying to keep afloat himself, he just can't manage to get a hold of him.
Okay, well, he's gonna still try and swim out himself.
Okay.
And just get just outside of it so he can turn around and still, like, wildly swing at where he like, he's basically mimicking Batsu. Like, he sees him just flailing at the water.
So for the record, he would not be able to get out, because he would be 30 feet into this thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I should do this then. Let me move him down 30 feet.
Now, he doesn't have the normal, speed bonus in water like everyone else.
Oh, that's right. What is his movement speed?
It should be same as his walking speed.
No, I mean, what is that? Oh, it's 30 exactly.
30.
So he would be able to just get out of it.
Okay, so yeah, that's...
So I'll move him just out of it.
All right.
Yeah, because everybody is 30 feet further in than what they were, and I guess Batsu, you would actually be like here-ish or some shit.
Yeah.
All right, so he is gonna take a swing.
That is a miss.
He is going to action surge. There we go. And he's going to take another swing.
That is a miss.
He's done.
Perfectly.
Yeah.
Yep.
You should probably not watch Batsu next time. I mean, in all fairness, there is the fucking swells of these waves are kicking you guys up 10, 20 feet in the air, and just on the other side of this watery cliff is this this vortex that is it's about 50 feet or so across. So I guess I could get rid of this and do a 50-footer. It's about 50 feet across. And you guys can see clear down to the ocean's floor as this thing is spinning around. And Grimble, it is your turn.
So I'm caught up in the storm thing, right?
You certainly are. Wait, let me see. Are you one of the ones? You're not one of the ones, so you're free to move and whatnot, but you did get pulled into that swell.
Neat.
Yeah.
So I'd be able to go like there. Try to get out.
Yeah, I'll approve that.
And then I guess reload, shoot, reload.
Okay.
Not much else I can do.
Did you? Yeah. That's perfect. That is a miss.
Damn it! All right, reload, done.
Yeah, reload and then take another shot.
Grappled, restrained, and prone.
No, I was at reload, shoot, reload.
Well, no,
No,
if your gun broke or whatever, you jammed it and you had to
Oh,
redo
so
it.
repair it so it would start the order over.
Yep.
No,
Okay.
Grimble's effects he has on him. He has 3.
Well, he's actually everything but prone.
Okay.
Well, no, I guess he wouldn't be grappled or restrained at this point. I don't think. Is anybody else grappled and restrained? No. Okay, so I'll just take that off for you for now. So you dropped a 10. A 10 plus 7 would have been a 17. It still would have been a miss.
Okay.
But yeah, you're good. So we're just gonna start it over though. So shoot, reload, shoot.
Okay.
That is a miss as well.
All right. Reload and then shoot.
What are you? Why are you reloading and shooting again?
Didn't you say that we were gonna start it over?
I mean, for this round, we started
Oh,
it
okay.
over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Never mind.
Yeah.
Never
Sorry.
mind then.
Sorry.
Rude.
And anybody that's actually watching this, that's interacting, if you guys want me to add me into the Table of Fate thing, I can do that. I just don't think it'll be fair if you guys get something beneficial to add to me and I just get to apply it to whoever I want to. It doesn't fit with the current setup of it, but I mean, if you guys want, let me know. So everybody that is currently within this circle.
Goodbye, Ricard.
Actually, let me write this down real quick. So,
I'm super about to die.
Vardrak, Ricard, and Batsu, you freed yourself. So just Vardrak and Ricard. Well, Ricard is already pretty much fucked, but you guys still have the effect on you at the start of your turns, I believe. Unless did you clear yours yet, Vardrak? No, you didn't. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so but everybody that's in here. Hi, how are you guys?
We're down 2 healers. This is fine.
Boom.
Bye, guys.
Who's still with me? Everybody passed except for John.
Oh wow.
That dead guy beat you, John.
Well, the dead guy automatically failed, but this is really not going to affect him as much. John, you are completely blinded. You cannot see anything beyond 5 feet of where you currently are. That includes any kind of thing like dark vision, with the exception of like true vision or like seismic vision. So yeah, that. And as you guys are seeing this thing vortex around, you start seeing these bubbles popping up from around the perimeter of this thing. And as it does, you guys see these shapes begin to form.
Neat.
As
No.
these 3 elementals form from out of this vortex. You see them almost break apart and separate themselves from this giant vortex to come into existence.
Oh, good. So it's just a giant slime.
Yeah.
Or ooze, or whatever the hell they call them in D&D.
And Vardrak, it's your turn, but let me see here. So at the start of your turn,
Hey, started his turn. He should have taken some psychic damage.
why?
Because he's feared and he's within 10 feet.
Was that an effect that you put on him?
Anytime anything is feared by Vardrak and they're within his 10 foot presence,
Uh-huh.
they take psychic damage every turn. Oh, I'll get the exacts for you.
Did you apply that to him?
Well, I don't know if Fancy Grounds has a way of actually having that do that. So.
Well, it would be just the same as like a damage ongoing effect. We would have to remove it if it was outside of the 10 feet. But find out what it is and make the roll for it.
Actually, let's see if this button. Okay. While within the aura, the creature takes psychic damage equal to half your paladin level if it starts its turn there. Oh, that's it? Okay, so he takes a whopping 4 psychic damage.
Woo.
I'm glad we held the game up for that, John. That was very. Thank
Oh,
you.
yeah, that whole 30 seconds.
I appreciate that. All right, my turn. So first, we do the thing where you take this damage. Oh fuck! No, I wasn't supposed to do that to everybody. That's not what I meant to do. Oh wait, did it only do it to John? It only did it to John. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, then yeah, that's what I was supposed to do. That is correct. And then John, you get to make another save to see if you can get out of this or not. And you do not get out of this. So it's your turn. Do what you want to do now.
Okay. Going to try to get out of the the vortex.
Yeah, I mean you can make them. You can do your movement at half your speed. I'm gonna say you're probably still inside of it, just barely, because if it pulled you 30 feet in, from where you were, unless you were right on the cusp of it before, right?
Mm-hmm.
You should have been 30 feet in. So we'll say that you're right on the edge of it.
Okay.
Oh, actually, no, I lied. I'm sorry. You can't move because you failed your check.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're still stuck inside. I'm sorry. So you're still being pulled around this. So your character is technically like.
All right.
Like
well,
that.
Or as Grimble would say, wee.
Yeah. Grimble just got his arms up in the air.
All right. Well, he is going to take a swing at the vortex and see if it feels like he gets that satisfying like resistance, not just of hitting the water, but like hitting something inside of it.
You do not with that swing.
All right, and he's going to take another. Wow, on a roll. I am going to manually roll mine from now on.
Yeah, your hammer just seems to be splashing about.
Okay, and
Splash, splash, take a beer.
Ba-da-da-da.
We got a peanut gallery over here with Melissa and I. We got this.
Wee. I'm not even in it. I'm just like, wow, look at that.
where the fuck is my spiritual weapon?
Just like every time Fardrock
Oh,
passes
it's that
you're
V.
like, what? Fardrock, no.
All right, and we
This is
are
worse than the time he fell in lava.
there. All right, I'm manually rolling from now on.
That is a hit.
Okay. All right, and he's done.
All right.
Wait, weren't those supposed to be an advantage if he's frightened?
I don't know if you get it at advantage or if he just gets it at disadvantage.
Fuck.
Let me double check. I have my reference little thing pulled up here.
Oh no,
right.
you're right.
You have disadvantage ability checks and attack rolls. The source of your fear within line of sight.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. And all right.
The hell?
Don't worry about it. You asked too many questions.
No Batsu.
It's fine.
Reacting against that.
Okay.
Let me pick that off. Untarget him.
That is a hit.
All right. Oh, 1.
It's still a hit, though. You did good. Bop. So you're seeing these elementals forming and coming closer. One scored a critical hit on Vakta. Is she going to be doing any sort of uncanny dodging ability against this?
Yeah, absolutely. Let me just hit that over here where I have to find it again. I know it. I totally know where that is. Okay.
Ooh.
Ow.
Oh, god damn.
No.
What you gonna do now, Vardrak?
What did you do? What did you get us into?
It wasn't me.
It was you. If it wasn't you, I'm blaming Kirla, and then I'm gonna kill her.
Was it me?
And Vakta, it is your turn.
Okay. Well, ow. I guess I'm not gonna target that thing, and I'll just start targeting what's here. I guess I'll hit this guy. They're in front of me. I'll use the scimitar.
One's in front of you, one's behind you. Well, one's at your flank.
Yeah, which sucks. But I'll attack the one that's in front of me.
That is a hit.
Of the crashing waves.
See, it's been over a week for me now. I don't remember what I need for sneak attack to actually work.
Would this be a sneak attack?
I'm checking to see if it would be.
I don't think this would count.
If another enemy is within 5 feet, so no.
Yeah, I don't think that this one would count.
That
Nope.
would be impressive if it does.
It would be, but no.
Look at your dad died. Ha! Got you.
Yay. That's all I can do.
And as you attack this thing, you feel like the dampness of your skin from when that thing hit you, and you notice when you look down at your arms that your skin pulsates as though it's infested with maggots.
Ah!
Oh, that's nice.
Well, Vardrak, gotta get a new one.
This one's broken.
Yeah, just take Kirla at this point. It's fine.
Oh, wow.
Oh shit, that hit John, and it wasn't supposed to hit John. I mean, I just like hitting you, John. I'm sorry.
I know.
It's a hard habit to break. That was supposed to hit my man's over here. And it also knocks my man over here prone. And now it's my man over here's turn.
All right, what just happened to me?
So as you're fighting this elemental, you feel this gust of water from underneath you shoot you 30 feet up into the air and knock you, like basically it knocks you right off your feet, and it's on the small of your back as it shoots you 30 feet up into the air.
Be right back 1 second.
All right, am I like just on this thing?
Oh yeah, you were like 30 feet in the air, like bobbing up and down on your back on this geyser of water.
All right, can I like just throw myself off of it?
You would have to stand up, which is half your movement speed,
Yep.
and then you can do whatever the fuck you want to do.
All right, so standing up and jumping down right on top of this little fucker.
Okay. So you like stand up and you're like,
Yep, floating down on him.
that is a hit. That is also a hit.
And do I want to?
Do it, pussy.
That's all water elemental just said.
I'll do it next turn. Boom. All right.
All right. So yeah. So as you're hitting this thing, like you're actually seeing like chunks of the water like break apart from the body and splash into the ocean and just meld with the water. And this thing is looking, it's looking kind of raggedy at this point. You've taken a couple good chunks out of it. And Ricard, he lives to see another day. At least another round. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh.
I think I seen a bubble come up.
It is Ravage's turn.
Yeah, he's going to turn away from big guy. Look at this one here. And he's going to go for an attack. Wait, why did I double click? I just told myself I was going to stop that.
That double click missed.
Yep. He is done.
Grimble, it is your turn.
That's the B, reload, shoot, reload.
Correct.
I'm gonna shoot this smaller thing, but first, I'm gonna try to get the fuck out of here.
Oh, wait, yeah, you're still... oh, wait, no, you're not, you're good. Okay, you can do that.
Ooh, and for once, things are actually lined up.
Oh, yeah?
Ooh.
I can do a special
What's
thing.
gonna happen?
I mean, try to do a special thing. If I could find what page it's on.
Gonna shoot Bacta.
Yep.
Oh, right. Maybe I won't do that.
She has great reflexes. It'll be fine.
She does.
Yeah,
That
fantastic
infested arm.
reflexes.
Either that or you're going to get really yelled at.
Don't worry, Vardrock is trapped in a whirlpool right now, so he won't see if you shoot her.
He can't see anyway, and Vardrock perception, so...
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
I don't see
It's
my
not that
other-
Vardrock is bad at perception, it's that the dice made him bad at perception.
It's not that Vardrock is bad at perception, he just doesn't care enough to perceive these things.
That too.
I'm pretty convinced that's what it is.
I mean, it fits so well.
Alright, what's Grimble gonna do?
Why are all... Have I used all my grit already? I must have. Oh yeah, because I fired the big shot at the big dude. Never mind, so I'm not going to do that anyway. I'm just going to shoot at this thing in front of me.
Okay. Don't roll a 1.
Ignore everything I just said. Motherfucker.
That is a miss.
I was on
That's it.
shoot, reload, shoot, yeah, so I'm
Yep.
done.
Boop, boop, boo-doo-doo-doo-doo. And as you're reloading that second shot, you just feel this gust of water shoot from underneath your feet and lift you 30 feet into the air, knocking you prone.
Eat. I'm gonna die. On that damage, is it? Did I use it already? Amuleto. Did I use it? I don't remember.
Did you mark it off?
There's no marker thing for it.
Yeah. I mean, you can go ahead and use it if you want to.
Okay.
I don't remember you using it this combat.
Yeah, I think I used it on the boat. I don't think I've used it on this guy.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not a problem. 7 damage. I'm just gonna kill you right now, anyways.
I mean, I figured.
No. All right. All right. So, who's left in here? Only Vardrak's left in here. And Rakar, but, you know.
Rakar. Yeah, but who cares about Rakar?
He lucked out. Here's larger, smaller for scrub. Ooh. And actually, that's the only thing he can do on this turn. Vardrak, it is your turn.
Cool beans. Is he free to move yet, or is he still stuck?
Oh yeah, thanks for reminding me. On your turn, because you are in this vortex still, you take these, and then you see if you pass these, and you are still stuck in the vortex.
Great. We are going to. Yeah, we're just gonna keep attacking it. Oh, Blast Hammer. When I fucking manually roll this shit.
That is a hit.
So here. Smite. Okay. So, yeah.
Yup, it do that.
Then he gonna take another swing.
Fucking Mr. Diarrhea dice over here, Jesus.
That is a miss.
Alright. And then finally, bonus action swing with the spiritual weapon. Yeah.
That is a hit as well.
Right.
I wonder what his AC is, guys.
Alright. He is done. Can he save against the blind effect or anything?
No, there's no save. If you're within this now, you're blind.
Okay. All done.
Ooh.
Oh,
Hey,
he takes 4 psychic damage, Cliff.
I don't know if he can handle that.
No. You know, if that becomes a killing blow, I'm talking all kinds of shit, right?
Yeah, because if it's not a killing blow, you won't talk shit. Got it.
Yep.
Got it. That makes-
Vardrak? Talk
Right, yeah.
shit?
The
That doesn't-
What?
doesn't sound
he
like something
doesn't
he would
do
do.
that.
Yeah, as you see, like Vardrak, like swirling around this thing, he has not even like come up for air, talking shit as he's slamming into the.
Batsu, you feel another gust of water underneath you
Blows
as
up
it
your
knocks
skirt.
you prone.
Why are you knocking Vardrak prone? What are you doing?
Did I knock you prone again?
Stop it.
God damn it. Well, you're fucking prone now. It's canon. Enjoy it. Which is really, it's actually really weird that you're caught in this whirlpool, but it doesn't count that you're prone. But I didn't knock you prone.
Why does it have effect?
Oh, I think it said that you knocked him prone because it's technically your turn. But yeah, you're not prone. And now
Okay.
that means that he's probably double prone. He is double prone. Yeah, because it's your turn, it does it that way. But his legendary actions have to be at the end of one of your guys' turns.
Okay.
All right, so Batsu, you feel this gust of water again. As soon as you're like attacking this one, and again this gust of water shoots you up in the air, and before you can even pull yourself to your feet, you like look down to your side and you see the one elemental that you were fighting turn into this twister in the geyser of water and shoot up towards you.
God, I fucking hate water.
And so you see him coming at you, and you're able to twist out of the way a little bit as you see this giant fist break through the geyser and just barely missed you.
I'm gonna punch her ass back for that shit. Watch.
He like cocks his arm. Game
I
on.
love that everything about him is just, I'm gonna punch it. It's the best.
I'll punch you back, bitch.
Listen here, you little puddle.
Stupid ocean.
This thing hits you, Vakta. Are you doing it? You don't have to do it now. Remember, you can only do it one time, and there's 4 attacks coming your way.
I'm gonna hold off.
Okay.
Oh god.
Famous last words.
Right.
Wait.
Ooh. And Vakta, it is your turn.
Now, Melissa, I must point out that of the two, there is one that's in fact within 5 feet.
I was just looking at them like, oh, hey, Ravage is there. I'll turn around. I notice these things.
You do.
I do. Don't forget that I automatically have advantage on perception, and I'm actually quite good at it, unlike some other people. Bardrock.
Uh-huh.
Rodrock spinning in this whirlpool, explaining tactics with Vakta.
Now listen to what I said when I said that one time.
Oh my
God
God.
damn it.
That does not hit, unfortunately.
No, let me give you that extra 20.
Thanks.
I don't think it actually will.
It did not.
You
No, I
have
have
3
2
points.
D20 sitting on my screen. Why?
No, that's fine. You rolled.
Yeah, no, you're good now.
You have 3 player points.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Oh yeah, it's fine.
I've already got all these bad table of fate rolls working against me anyway. Like, I'm not winning.
Fuck. That hit Vardrock again.
So I'm not saying this is gonna be a total party kill, but
PK.
No, I can run away. Don't worry. It's not gonna be a total party.
Batsu's like, fuck you guys, I'm out.
I told you the next character I'm rolling up is a Kenku, and you're gonna hate it.
So, Vakta, you take a swing at this thing and miss, and right when you do, you just see this burst of water shoot up underneath Ravage and just launch him into the air. 30 feet.
Just float down. It's fine.
Batsu, it is your turn.
All right. Am I on this geyser thing?
You are on this geyser thing.
All right. Jumping down on this guy again.
That is half your movement speed, and the guy is not down. The guy is up there with you.
Oh.
Oh.
All right.
Screw
Mano,
punch.
mano. Oh, I need to do my thing this round. All right. So first, there we go. There we go. Using a key point, turning that into a death strike.
All right.
I don't think I actually have something for that.
What does Death Strike do?
It adds another martial arts die to my damage.
How do you not have that built in? That sounds like something that would be good to be built in. I will build that in. So go ahead and just do your attack roll and then roll one of your martial art dice. Dies? Really? I said dies? You guys just let me fucking get away with that? My English is more gooder and you're going to let me get away with that?
Is that there's my extra 20 roll, and my dice would be. I don't think I get the +5. So
No, you would
just
get whatever the die is, yeah. Okay.
that.
Another 3, that's good. All right.
Now, instead of attacking with the sword again, I need to do this. God,
Oh,
fuck.
what?
Good job.
I'm
Can
rerolling
you
that.
not?
I'm rerolling that again.
You're going to use your last 2?
Yeah. I can't.
Okay.
I can't. Not at this.
Okay. Go ahead and go reroll.
Like I've come too far.
That is a hit.
All right. And bonus action. Where is it at? There we go. Whew, second win. Not that much, but that's the highest I could have rolled.
And you guys are fighting at the tip of this thing, right?
Yes. I get that for doing an unarmed. All right.
And as you take that swing, you just feel your footing just leave underneath you as the elemental and everything come dropping down with the water, and you slowly float back down to the ocean surface. All right, guys, I'm gonna need everybody here to pray.
Oh no.
We need good vibes, good juju.
Oh no.
Thoughts and prayers.
Can I get some good vibes in the chat, please? I need good vibes right now before I hit this
Thoughts
button.
and prayers.
What he's saying is press F to pay respects.
Yeah.
Well, good vibes first. We may have to route with the Fs to play. All right, here we go.
Oh no.
Oh,
Ah.
second success. He's 2 and 2. He is on the cusp of death.
Someone grab this man.
I
Ravage.
didn't mean to touch him. Fuck that.
Right.
Ravage
Going around there with a
is.
fucking boner.
You should have grabbed him by that.
Grab.
No.
It's called a handle, John.
Guys,
It's okay, I'll do it.
That ain't me.
All right, so Ravage is prone 30 feet up in the air.
And is the water elemental up there with him?
Nope.
Where is it?
Underneath 30 feet.
He wants to jump down and try to attack it as he collides into it.
Okay, give me a 3d8.
Okay.
so high rolls.
So you take 17 points of damage as you crash onto the surface. Give me a.
He was trying to fall into him and hit as he
Oh,
collided.
I understand what you're trying to do.
Okay. All right.
Go ahead and give me an acrobatics roll.
Okay. I think he sucks at that. No, he's not terrible.
No, he should be decent.
Cool.
All right. Go ahead and roll damage. Don't even worry about attack roll. Roll damage while holding shift.
Okay. Hey, it's not bad.
All right, so you take 17 points of damage as you come crashing into this thing, and you just, with all your weight and your spear, just smash into this elemental. Vakta, like, you just hear this loud clap in front of you, and you see this hairy body smash onto this elemental, and he's just floating in the water at this point. I'm gonna say you are prone again, though.
All right.
So if you want to move, you will lose half your movement speed.
He just wants to use what left of his movement to just right itself. Basically.
Okay, yeah, that would make sense. All right, so you are good to go. Grimble, you are 30 feet up in the air, prone.
Wee.
Free belly flop! Neat. Okay. So let's see. I have a total of 0 things that can help here. I have a random potion, but it's not labeled as what. Interesting.
That's always good.
What time
Turns
like
out
the
it's-
present?
It's
more
either going
opium.
to kill me or save me. There's no other option.
What are you looking at?
In my inventory, it just says potion. There's no label to it, no anything.
Yeah, that is one of the random potions that you got from a Table of Fate roll.
Oh, good.
You gonna take it?
Sure. Why not?
All right. Go ahead and roll me 10d4 plus 20.
How?
So in the modifier in the bottom left, type in 20. And then on the D4, right click on it and do the 10.
3, 6. Okay.
You are dead.
Fuck.
No, I'm joking. You just healed 57 hit points.
Woo!
Holy shit!
I don't know what that was, but that was real good.
Straight
Okay.
special.
Give me an insight roll, please.
Oh, I'm really good at that. Fuck yeah, I'm really good at that.
Give me another 20, please.
Amazing.
Whoop, sorry.
So
That was
you
2.
would recognize that taste as a healing potion, and based on the etching and the decor of the bottle, you would assume that that is a supreme healing potion. And if you see anything that looks like that in the future, you will be able to identify it.
Fuck yeah.
Unless it's a good replica poison, then you'll be fucked. So that was your action. You are still 30 feet up in the air, prone.
Sure am.
Okay.
There's not a whole lot I can do here. Because I can't move because I'm in the air. Can I use my movement to not be prone, so hopefully falling isn't as bad?
Yeah.
I will do that.
Okay. So you stand up and you're 30 feet in the air.
Sure am.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me 3d8.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Is that a D8? Yeah.
All right. So you fall, taking 14 points of damage. But don't know if you noticed this or not, that this elemental's a dick.
Yeah. Sure is.
Back up.
Shock and awe.
And it launches you back up into the air, and you are prone again.
Would that count as an attack of opportunity?
No, it didn't move. This is just a geyser shooting up underneath you.
Damn it. Okay. Wee!
What do you have here? Okay. And then, no, plus 5, 8. That's risky. Risky. But fuck it. Ooh.
But fuck it. Grimble's
I don't like this.
for Grimble.
50 damage.
No
So-
Grimble paper potions.
So, John, this thing has now completely sucked Vardrak into the water. You are no longer on the surface, you are underwater. And you are being bounced around by all the debris and rock and everything that has been pulled up from this huge cyclone. As you get pummeled for 50 damage. Anybody who's watching this would see Vardrak like at the surface, like slamming his hammer into this this turd of water, and then all of a sudden just being sucked back into it.
Oh god. Oh, he dead. Oh no.
And bloop.
We fucked.
I'm about to do something real dumb.
So
How dumb is it?
Vardrak,
Real dumb.
Vardrak, you did your death save.
I will hold off.
Okay.
But next turn, I do want to do something, Cliff. I think you know what it is.
Oh, I know. That's what I was waiting for you to do this time. But yeah, so you guys just seen Vardrak just bloop, and then he's gone. You don't see any bubbles. You don't see anything. He's just gone.
And from far left, you hear Batsu. Whoa, fuck.
Oh yeah, no, Vakta's not happy.
I mean, if you guys can give me perception checks if you want to see if you guys actually seen this happening.
I know.
I mean, probably.
Oh.
Oh,
Boston
not.
definitely saw it.
We ain't found shit.
Yeah. So Batsu, like, as you were gliding back down to the surface, you see Vardrak coming around on the far end of this 50-foot diameter cyclone, and you just see him just get sucked into the water, and he just vanishes from your sight.
Well, fuck. Alright, this motherfucker again.
Yeah.
Boy. Yep,
Hey.
I'm reacting to that.
It's not an attack roll. Can you react to a?
Okay. No.
What's it actually say for the rules before I open my mouth?
No, it should be an attack roll.
Okay, so yeah, this is an attack roll. This is a strength save. Basically, what you see is this thing basically stretches up about 20 feet tall and falls on top of you. And as it does, it pulls you under. And you are also grappled and restrained.
Fuck, I could have did something.
Hi, Vakta.
yeah. I'm trying to decide how stupid she's gonna be.
Well,
Let's see
because
what happens with these guys. That's
you failed your strength save, so you see this thing come over you, crash down on you, and pull you under. You are now grappled and restrained.
cool.
TPK.
Cool.
And Ravage sees the same thing happen where it comes, and he dives through the belly of this thing as it comes crashing down and is able to stay afloat. Vakta.
God damn it! This means the locals were right.
Yeah, right? I hate when the locals are right.
Damn it!
I wanted to come back and be like, bitch, you said. Oh, this is...
1 second.
Disregard this, Cliff. I'm just checking something. Okay.
had to get your one out of there, didn't you?
All right.
Just had this feeling it was up next.
So for all people who are grappled, except for Vardrak, because he's dead, you guys, on your turn, can use an action to make a strength saving throw to see if you can break free of this restraint.
Neat.
So if you want to take that action to do that, you can, Vakta. Just so you know, while grappled, your speed is 0, you can't move. And while restrained, you cannot benefit from any bonus to your speed. You have disadvantage on attack rolls, and anybody that has attacks against you has advantage. And you have disadvantage on dexterity saves just for the fuck of it.
What the fuck?
So you can still attack while you're like this. So you could try to stab this thing that has pulled you under and is grabbing you, but you do it at disadvantage. Or you can try to take the strength save action to break free of this grapple and restraint.
Yeah, me and my +1 modifier to strength does not look great in that regard. But also, I don't want to roll at disadvantage to attack. But which one has me?
Number
This one?
3. You're targeting 2 and 3, just so you know. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, that one has you.
I was playing around with which one is it? Alright, do I have to mark myself disadvantage or is it going to be automatic?
It should be automatic.
Okay.
That is a hit, but I hate to do this to you, but because of this
Yeah, I know.
this roll,
because it's
you
able to fade, it
missed.
doesn't matter anyway. Cool. Thanks. And that's why I didn't re-roll my die earlier.
But you could re-roll now, and it would kind of circumvent that. Because technically you did fulfill it.
Yeah. Let's
Yeah,
spend
go-
those 2 player points.
Go ahead and re-roll it.
Uh.
That is a hit.
Yay. Woo.
Give me a Constitution save, please.
Factor, use your splash attack.
It was
Hey!
super effective.
That wasn't bad.
That was good. Batsu, same deal for you. You can attack at disadvantage, or you can attempt to make a strength save to free yourself, but that would be a full action.
This music is giving me anxiety.
You want me to turn on the sound effects of drowning people?
No.
Because I have
I'm
those
good,
two
man.
now.
Thanks. I'm good, man. I'm good.
Hashtag drowning life.
My save.
That was your save, you said?
Yep.
Okay, so you are no longer grappled or restrained, so you're able to break free of this thing holding you and bring yourself to the surface for a breath. That is your action, though. So if you have any bonus actions or movement, you can do those.
This thing is underwater.
It is the water.
Okay, fucking water.
Hey, I could be a dick and be like, everything you do is at disadvantage because you have hydrophobia.
Let's see. Right there.
That does give it an attack of opportunity if you do that.
Yep. And I'm gonna make it at disadvantage.
Okay. You fucking do that then. Disadvantage. And you hear this thing just splashing next to you as you're running away. Just hearing the
So
slapping
as
of your feet on the water.
As it tries to swing at me, wherever it would have made contact with that fucking 17, you see Batsu's body like kind of splits open and his arm passes through it, then it closes again.
No one sees it, unfortunately.
But gross.
I didn't see that, but gross.
I wish I could say someone sees it, but at this point, I don't think anybody's seen it. All right, guys, in the chat, I need good vibes. I need prayer. I need some divine intervention and holy guidance. Did you want to do a bonus action?
No.
Ricard, no, don't leave us. Before you go, I have one last question for you.
What's your name?
What's your name?
All right, moment of truth. Everybody hold your breath.
Come over, car. Hey!
And you just hear him like, what the hell is going on? Because he's still in this whirlpool. So Rakar is now stable, but he is still in this whirlpool, and he has 0 hit points. But it's his turn, so what's he gonna do?
Oh, let's see.
Got a potion?
Has he got anything?
Yeah. He hasn't done too much.
He has creepy healing, doesn't he?
He hasn't done too much.
I think he's got creepy healing.
What's he trying to perceive?
Vardrock.
Out of curiosity, what would spark him when he first wakes up from being unconscious to look for Vardrock?
Not really looking for Vardrock. He's getting a hold of the situation, seeing where everybody's at. I'm just seeing if he notices Vardrock in the little thing, but isn't his like vision like nothing right now in here?
So because he didn't actually have to make the Constitution save while unconscious, which I guess he would automatically fail it. But for shits and giggles, because I enjoy the way that this sounds better, no, he sees nothing but this dark, inky water spinning around, with him being flung about in it. But he doesn't see anything. He sees like a spiritual weapon like bobbing in the water. Oh no, you wouldn't even see those, because those would both be gone, wouldn't they?
Oh yeah, because he died.
Yeah. No, so he just sees himself being flung about in this inky water, storms surging overhead, raining and thunder bolting down, and these 20-foot swells of waves all around him, and he is stuck in this whirlpool just...
What's wrong with you? I see you. He did.
So what's he gonna do?
He's getting out of this at first.
Is he?
He's gonna try to.
That's.
Just barely. Just fucking leaving Vardrock to drown.
Doesn't have his amulet. He doesn't have that shit.
Oh wait. I can move away from that water elemental because Bacta's right there. Ha.
Remember, you're 30 feet in the air and prone, though.
Damn it! That's right. Can I just like through the air?
You can try.
Need some better numbers.
Creepy healing.
I mean, that looks better than what he looked like a second ago.
Take my strong hand.
Oh, no.
So because that was actual spell, I can only do a cantrip now, right? That's how that works.
Correct.
Well, I thought it was if that was higher than a level 1 spell, you can't do anything.
No, cantrip you can still do, but that's like as far as spells go. If it takes up a spell slot to use it, then you can't do any more spells that require a spell slot for the rest of the turn. It has to be a cantrip.
Oh, okay, so you can do the...
Alright.
Cantrips were pretty much at will within the limits of the.
And as he gets out, he sees this thing and he's gonna try to chill touch it. Which doesn't actually need a touch.
Take my hand.
Yeah, I mean, the blood is just cascading off his face at this point from him being thrown about in this rubble and debris. He can't even get a good sight on this guy. Mage Armor is a spell, right?
Yes.
Okay, so one thing I have to do here, everybody's aura of protection is gone.
Well, shit.
Okay. Also, for the record, you guys are the worst tieflings. You never do Hellish Rebuke.
Yeah, against water, that's so effective.
I mean, in this fight, maybe not so much, but in general, you never use it.
I've used it a few times.
So that was Rakar's turn?
Yeah.
I don't like that laugh. Stop it.
No.
I'm like hearing giggling out of my DM. Knock that shit off. Wow. Wow.
Ooh.
Hey.
So,
It's
Rakar, as
Fucking
you go
lucky.
out and you attempt to reach for this thing to do your chill touch, all of a sudden, you just feel this whoosh of water rush up and knock you on your back and shoot you 30 feet up into the air.
All of us are gonna have
Rabbit, your turn.
fear of water after this.
Let's see. Make sure he's selected.
That really cleans out the colon.
Yeah, that is a miss.
He is done.
Grimble, you're 30 feet in the air and prone.
Fuck. Can I still make an attack while I'm in the air?
You sure can. You don't even have to stand up if you don't want to. You just got to do it at disadvantage. But you can use half your movement to stand up and then do it not at disadvantage.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Can I move while I'm in the air?
You can move 30 feet down. It doesn't even take a movement action.
Alright. I think it was at reload, shoot, reload, right?
Yep.
Well, alright. I guess I'm just gonna shoot at this thing, because I can't really do anything else.
That's a hit.
Hey!
It.
Pit.
Yeah. Vakta, you just see this bullet through the water right next to you.
Sorry!
She can't hear you.
Now I know how Deviant felt when I shot him with my arrow. Oh, but he's dead now, so it doesn't matter.
We'll be seeing him soon.
I wonder if I'll see Reyna there.
Anything else you're doing on your turn, Jake?
No.
Okay, give me 3d8.
Ugh.
Not bad.
Could be worse.
Good news. You're no longer 30 feet in the air.
Thanks.
Yeah. So as you take that shot, boosh, you just feel your footing go and you just fall 30 feet and just smack onto the surface of the water.
Belly flop!
You guys see the vortex slowly come to a stop, and you hear this explosion in the water as this creature emerges back out of it, standing 100 feet out of the water.
Oh.
Really?
Oh.
I was rolling it for what direction he was attacking in, and one would have been straight up, and there's no one to attack there. But 3, there are people at 3. One in particular who's not currently, Oh!
Good.
Oh!
Good.
Oh.
Vardrak, you are, stable.
Woo.
You are still grappled, you are still restrained. But you are stable with 0 hit points. Oh, I'm sorry, with 1 hit point.
1, that's right. So that means he can't move, but he still has a full standard action he can do?
At disadvantage.
Alright, well. Fuck it.
We're so gonna die.
He comes up coughing and he's like kind of shakes it off and he's just going to.
For the record, you are still inside this thing.
Okay.
So you didn't come up coughing. You're still underwater.
Fair enough.
Yep.
Doing full on lay on hands on himself.
Good call.
Yeah. Let's just click all these little bubbles here. Yeah, we just.
Tiamat, help!
And then. There you go. And then plus whatever his. Oh wait, the hammer thing. You actually made a clickable for that.
I did.
Let's see if I can find it in this mess.
You're hold on. You are
Heal
healing the
liquid.
boss.
Oh, why?
Damn it.
Don't do that.
It's canon. It's
I do what I
canon.
want.
You tried healing yourself, but because you were inside of him, your hands were touching him. That's what happens. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then
wait a minute.
I'll
Why
I'll
is
reduce
this
yours
like
by
going
30 here.
Okay. Unclick them. Click himself. There we go.
I was like, that's not that much healing.
I know, I was looking at
Yeah,
his
what-
total, I'm like, why is it not going down? I'm
What
scared.
happens?
All right. There we go.
And that one I think should be only. Oh wait. So I'm gonna undo that real quick for you. You're supposed to do it before you heal to add that extra 5.
Oh.
So I'll just go ahead and knock it off here. Oh, nope, not that. Okay.
Okay, all set with that?
Yep.
Okay, so that's his turn. Does he still get his bonus action?
You do, yep. Wait, do you? I think you do. Grappled, you just can't move. And restrained, you can't move. Disadvantage on attack rolls, and attack rolls against you have advantage.
Okay, and when does he get a chance to break out of that? End of his turn or something?
You would have to take an action to do it.
To take an action to get out of it?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, because that's his big move on a recharge. Yeah, it's pretty beefy.
He's not whirlpooling thingy anymore. Okay, well, anyways, does he get his bonus?
You do, yeah.
Okay, then we are. Now we're gonna fucking quicken a spell. So 2 sorcery points. And. Well,
Same question I ask all the time.
I was gonna do it earlier, and then it wasn't gonna work out because he had already cast a spell, so I undid it. So now he's using it to make a bonus, and we're gonna bonus cure wounds on himself.
Ha!
Okay, with an additional 2, so we're gonna do a 3rd tier. There we go.
And then you did say that if you quicken a spell, you could do any level spell.
This just turns into a bonus.
Okay. Well, because the rule you said before was if you're doing any spell that has a spell level, you can only do cantrips.
Well, lay on hands is not a spell.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
All right, he's done. If
Yeah,
he
you
can't
do.
move.
He can't. And what does this say for Whelm? It's at the start of each of the elementals' turns. Okay. Okay.
Face me.
So, as you're running across the water, Batsu, you feel this like ripple underneath you, and you see this thing splash up in front of you. You found something that's actually faster than you.
Sounds like a
Bet.
challenge.
reacting against that.
Okay.
Make sure I'm on Batsu.
That's a hit.
Nice.
So you hit it, and it just like as you hit it, you just feel the momentum spin around, and it turns around and hits you with the same momentum. Like it almost felt like you were punching yourself.
Water clone Batsu. I love it.
And boop. All right. Now it does its attack roll. And Vakta, this thing is pulling you up and is attempting to slam you down. Are you planning on doing any sort of uncanny actions?
Yeah. I don't like this. I don't like this. Let's just apply it. I don't want to die. I'ma die.
All right. Boop. And this thing is like punching at Ravage, and Ravage is like blocking the punches, and you're just seeing like water hit him and just splash out. And Vakta, it is your turn. You can either use an action to attempt to break free of this hold, or you can attack at disadvantage.
Let's just stab it. I can't break out. I don't have the strength for this. Oh my god.
What's up?
Yeah, I'm Let me just give you that extra 20 there.
Huh, something dislocated. What happened, Cliff?
Definitely wasn't her shoulder.
Ah!
Definitely not again.
No, I'm not even gonna do that. I haven't been doing those like the last few sessions really. I think I want to redo them. I'm trying to see what's going on here. Hey, look at that. Vakta,
Finally, you didn't get fucked for once, Vakta.
Vakta,
Yeah.
you now have 2 player points.
Ooh.
Do you want to re-roll that one?
Yes.
Okay.
That makes me so happy. If I roll another one, I'm gonna cry though. No, okay.
That is a hit.
Ah,
Hey.
yay. There's no other enemy within 5 feet of it, is there?
Of it?
one?
No. Wait, what are you hitting? You're hitting 3. No, there is
Yeah.
not.
Grimble,
Before
get
you
closer.
before you roll your
Look out.
damage, do -3 in the modifier, please.
Yeah. You didn't have me do that last time, so we're just gonna be a bad player and not mention it.
That's okay.
Except you just did.
And can I have a Constitution save, please? What is your Constitution? Okay. We're back at the top of the round with Batsu.
Yay!
Remember, it said it was faster than you.
You're on mute.
22.
That's a
That's
hit.
a hit, right?
That's a hit as well.
Okay. Come on, you piece of shit. Go down.
That's a hit as well. So anybody that's watching, Batsu is just slicing through this thing with this scimitar, like knocking hunks of it off, and it's just splashing back into the water, and you just see it like reform, just shape.
Alright, that's it. He gets ready in his defense to try to block whatever's coming at him next. God damn it.
And as you take your last shot at this thing, you feel that familiar feeling of the water bursting you up into the air 30 feet. Rakar, the very much still alive somehow.
The unrotting. Honest touch.
He just needed to be watered. The Ricard's just a plant. A really creepy plant.
It says that he's prone. Is that right?
Yeah, he's up on one of the things.
Okay, I'm about to say, is he 30 feet up in the air?
So,
Okay.
He is standing up first.
Okay.
He is pulling energy from his dragon mark for his healing touch. Ooh, there we go. Which is not a spell, it is just an ability he has.
Right, it's an action, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, because that's just a normal ability, I should be able to do a spell now, right?
I'm gonna say yeah, because I don't know.
Alright. That works for me. Let's summon our spiritual weapon.
Okay.
Right to the left of this guy. Water
Of-
elemental 2.
Right to the left of him?
Yeah.
Okay. Boop.
Come on, do something.
You summon it.
Alright, good enough.
All right, go ahead and roll me a d8, please. Or 3d8, please.
I still got movement, right?
Sure.
Okay. Can I try to dive off of this instead of just falling?
You can. But if you fuck up, it's gonna be worse for you.
Do it.
You say you're gonna do it?
Yeah,
Go ahead and give me an acrobatics check, please.
great at those.
Nice.
Shit.
Wow.
Yeah. So, with amazing form, Ricard just puts his arms out and just smashes down. Go ahead and give me a d8, please. Only taking 1 point of damage.
Standing on top of the pillar, Tiamat, guide me. Backflip.
Splash.
Alright, that's his turn.
So yeah, you make it down to the water just in time to see this other gust knock him right back up. Ravage, your turn.
Yeah, he's just gonna keep doing what he doing. No, fuck it. Is Vakta still swinging at the one that he's not next to?
Vakta is underwater.
Underwater now?
Not now, for the last 2 rounds.
Oh.
I'm grappled by the water. Because that's a thing.
All right.
Watch as I never swim again. Because every time I swim, it ends up bad, Vardrock.
There we go.
You lived. You're welcome.
Yeah, that's definitely a hit.
All right. Let's do that, and then there's the extra 20.
Thank you. Anything else he's doing?
I think he already burned his action surge.
You did, yes.
So second one is a bonus, right?
Correct.
Yes, it is. Yeah, we'll do that. Does he have to target himself, or is it automatically self?
I don't know. I would target yourself, or at least just drag it onto the icon, if nothing else.
And untarget the water elemental.
Yeah.
If you drag it onto the icon, you don't have to worry about who you're targeting. It'll only do who you drag it on.
Okay. Well, for one, that's not on. Let's put that. Don't know why that wasn't on. Is he number 2?
Did something knock him rage, or did he not get any attacks in X amount of time?
I don't know.
Okay.
It just wasn't on for some reason. There we go. And he's done.
Okay. And a gust of water shoots up from underneath him, taking him 30 feet into the air. Grimble!
Hi!
You're
Give
not
Grimble.
in the air.
For once!
How's your ankle?
You tell me, how's my ankle?
Still broken.
I figured.
It's a little tender.
So since Vakta's in range, can I move away without taking an opportunity attack? Is that how that works?
You're not within melee range. Oh wait, you are. You're only 5 feet away from this thing. I don't know if that's a thing or not, to be truthful.
Not in 5e.
I don't think it is.
Okay.
Not in 5e, it's not a thing anymore.
Yep. So I mean, you could do a disengage and then move away without provoking, but that would be your action, would be to disengage.
Yeah. I guess I'll just keep shooting at this thing.
Okay. Well, you're on shoot,
Oh
reload,
no,
shoot.
you have to keep shooting it.
You better hope you don't hit a 1. You're grappled.
Wait. No, I'm not.
He likes to
No,
shoot things.
no.
I am.
Vakta is grappled by the thing you're shooting at.
Ah.
Yeah.
Just don't hit me, I'll be sad.
Don't worry, out for you, lass.
Sad is one way to put what she would be.
Larry. I'll save you.
If you shoot her with one of your big shots, you will free her.
I don't have any more grit left. I
So
can't.
free.
Free me from this life. Free me the way that Z frees people.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna shoot at it, I guess.
That's fair.
I believe in you.
Hey.
Hey.
I don't, but
That is a
trying.
hit.
Maybe I should.
Reload. Shoot.
Yep.
Aha.
That is also a hit.
Cacao. Cacao.
And
Oh my god.
while, like, Ricard gets lifted up, and this thing, like, just punches directly at him.
Ricard or Ravage?
Ravage. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
And Ricard. What the hell?
Oh my god.
Oh.
about to get a grand slam.
Oh!
Yeah, that's more health than he had.
Just got the Hulk.
So just so you know, when a hit exceeds your total hit points, you don't get death saving throws anymore. So this thing smashes like a punch straight into Ricard. You just see his body just into the water. Even skips like a stone.
Oh. You okay, buddy?
Did he really enjoy death, though? In that really creepy way? I'm fine if he's not back.
You bleeding?
He's your healer. I mean,
Yeah, he was our last living healer, but whatever.
We'll just go hire a new one. They don't need to know what happened to our last ones.
Sure.
Oh, 1 second here before I pass this over to you, Vardrak. Vardrak. Okay, so you should have actually taken this at the start of his turn.
Even though he's not in the whirlpool thing anymore?
Correct. So the effect is a whelm, which basically is you're still caught up in this thing's grasp. As long as you were restrained, grappled, and inside of this, you're still getting basically thrown and tumbled against everything that's underneath here.
Okay.
It's not a complete whirlpool like it was before, so like your vision isn't blacked out or anything. But while you're still in here, yeah, you're still getting thrown about.
Okay, then I would use my action to get the fuck out of this however I need to. What do I need to roll?
Strength save.
Alright.
God damn.
Hold on. Hold on. Hopefully. Alright, I choose to use the 8 instead of the 2.
Okay, you're still grappled.
Great. Can I do anything else to get the fuck out of this?
You sure cannot.
Great.
And that is your action to do that. So you could do a bonus action still. Unless you want to blow some of those player points to reroll.
How many do I have?
8.
I will spend 2 to reroll then.
Okay.
Because fuck all of this. Come on. Jesus Christ.
You are still restrained.
Okay. Well, this thing's hit me for 50 damage. So even if I still had high level cure wounds I could do, it's not going to heal me enough to survive the next hit.
John,
So-
don't you have an ultimate saved?
I do.
I think this would be a good time to do that.
Standard action has been burned. So
Damn it.
Yep.
I should have reminded you sooner.
It is fine. Okay. I guess that's his fucking turn.
Batsu.
Oh, my turn. All right.
No, it's not your turn. I was going to ask you a question. You're still 30 feet in the air and prone, right?
Yes.
Excellent. You should be making these at disadvantage, should you not? Oh, no, I'm stupid. Okay, well, you lucked out. Bacta, you got hit. Are you doing anything uncanny?
Would recommend it.
Let me check my hit points. Yeah.
91
Well,
and 93.
it's not gonna matter anyway. But yeah, sure.
Died. I would suggest it.
Sure. I'm gonna die anyway. Yeah. Yeah.
So anybody near Vakta would see her body get lifted up inside of like this bubble that just is on the surface of the water. See her body get lifted into it and then slam down, and then just see her sort of float there limp.
Yeah. Okay.
And
that's all, folks.
Ravage is up on this pillar, this geyser of water, and all of a sudden he just feels like this giant fist just punch him right in the kidneys.
If you're gonna fist him to death, at least put a glove on, man. Come on.
And then a second one which hits even harder on the other side.
Fuck. We're so boned.
One second.
Oh, huh. I should have used that like 3 turns ago.
Boop.
No space, Allie.
And Vakta, you made your first successful death saving throw.
Yay.
10,000 different effects. Jesus.
Grimble, you feel this large gust of water knock you into the air.
Of course I do.
Batsu, it is your turn. You are 30 feet in the air and prone.
Yep, standing up, gliding down.
See, why don't you guys have that?
Cause I'm a fucking dwarf, Cliff.
With a bum ankle.
I don't think I should be prone.
You should not be. That is a hit, though, either way.
Okay.
That is as well. So with that last hit, you just hear this like eruption sound, and you see this thing just, and then it just gets lost in the rain that's already pouring down on top of you guys from the storm.
Yay! One of us can kill fucking.
Got one.
So, since I'm next to this 50-foot circle, does that mean I can punch it?
You sure can.
Okay, good. I was like,
Yes.
he died
I'm
before I
gonna
was able
punch
to
it.
punch. He died before I was able to punch. I don't get my bonus.
Oh my goodness.
That is a hit.
Okay, good. Now I get my bonus. Alright, that's my turn. Sigh of relief. That fucking guy that was chasing me is done. Spit in the water, which is probably helping them for some reason.
All right. And as soon as you hit him, you just feel this poof of water shoot you up in the air. Ricard. Oh, I guess he does get to roll. He lucked out. It didn't do enough damage to kill him and exceed his health, apparently. So, good job, buddy. Ravage, you are 30 feet in the air and prone.
Let's see. Yeah, he's beat the fuck up. There's no other way down from this other than taking damage, is there?
Down's the only way. You could try to do some fancy shit and do a swan dive like Ricard did.
All right. What kind of action is that?
That would be an acrobatics.
Okay, is that a full standard action to do that, or how is it working?
No, we're gonna consider this like a movement.
Okay. Yeah, he's gonna try and acrobatically.
But before you do it, same thing goes. If you fuck this up, just know that's you fucked this up.
It don't really fucking matter much.
Okay.
Or actually, since big guy's up, actually what he wants to do is he wants to try and jump off of the water, like with his spear, and try and stab it into the big elemental, and just kind of like see if he can like drag down with it to slow his fall.
Give me an athletics check for that one.
Okay. Wow.
Go ahead and give me 2d8. All right. So you jump across and you stab into this thing and you fall and you catch right at the very end there. Go ahead and do a damage roll. You don't even have to do an attack.
Okay.
And we'll say that was your full action if you're going to do the attack with it.
Fair enough.
Okay. Anything else he wants to do?
He is good. I don't think he can do anything else.
Okay. And he is now inside of the elemental.
Inside?
Well, I mean, this thing is like a giant, like a tree trunk. Like, it doesn't just go up straight like this where you'd be able to like, oop, I'm right on the outside of this guy.
Okay.
So yeah, so I mean, if he jumped onto him to stab through him, he's like, we won't say he's inside, but he's on him at the very least.
Yeah.
Grimble, you are 30 feet in the air and prone.
Reload, shoot. Well, first
No.
I'll stand.
Okay, I think you're actually on shoot, reload, shoot.
Am I? Okay.
I think so.
Um.
But if you think I'm wrong, feel free to do it your way.
No, that's fine. So use half my movement. Just, okay, you got that.
Yep. So you are standing 30 feet in the air.
Would it be a full action to try to make like a swift dive to not land as hard?
Nope, we'll say that's a movement. You could do an acrobatics to try to do it. But if you fuck it up, you fuck it up.
Sure.
Okay.
Well.
Oh god.
Right on the-
Okay.
Go ahead and give me the 3d8. So you didn't land that too hot. And your form kind of cuts sideways and you like smack your side on the water.
Oh wow.
So anybody nearby just hears like a
I'd laugh, but I'm dying.
I guess now I'll attack. Reload and attack.
Yep.
Yeah, that should hit, right?
That is a hit, yes.
Hey, that's decent.
It was.
Reload, attack. Fuck me!
Oh jeez.
Reroll it.
Yeah, I'm gonna reroll that. For sure.
You have 2 points. So you'd be using all your points to do that.
Yep,
Okay.
sure am.
Okay.
Go fuck yourself, game.
That's a hit.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
But seems how you want to say mean shit to the game, that's a miss. Bitch. No.
I only looked at the die first, and the 7 and the 1 look so similar while it's still
Oh
rolling.
my god, that gives me a heart attack every single time. Every time I roll a 7, you can bet internally I'm going, shit!
Yeah. Yeah, then I'm done. Can't do shit else. Neat. Woo! 2 hit points!
And you're prone.
And 30 feet in the air.
Vardrak.
Yes.
Are you doing anything to negate this?
What is it doing?
It is attempting to slam you.
Then
Phrasing.
yes, we are pop that first level slot, and we will activate shield.
So, what did you do to activate it?
It's a reaction.
Okay, because you said something about do that at a first level slot. I didn't know if you had to like do.
I have to burn a first level slot to activate it.
Okay, I gotcha. So would a 26 miss with this?
Yes.
Okay.
Jesus.
So this thing is like reaching in and like slamming like the water into you, and you're able to like hunker yourself down even though you can't move enough that like it's bouncing you about, but he's not able to actually get any kind of real momentum out of you. And it is your turn.
And out of curiosity,
Yep.
see if he can see what's going on with his allies. Nope, he can't. Never mind.
Can I have another 20, please?
All right. Never mind
We're
that.
having a good time.
Yeah, so I mean, what's going on with you right now is you're still kind of being mushed about, like it's almost like turbulent water that you're in.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, shit. You're dead.
Okay.
I forgot to do the whole thing that you have to do at the start of his turn.
Okay.
So that would do this much damage to you.
Okay.
Okay, so you're dead.
Okay.
Okay, your turn.
We're so boned.
Are you having a good time yet?
Okay.
We're all about to.
Fuck it, let's do it.
Just got thrown in here with no choice.
Okay, so are you
I
gonna
wasn't
use it?
even here last week. This wasn't me. This is all you.
Yep. So yeah, he's gonna do it. Should I do the description first, Cliff, or what?
Yep. So I removed your saved ultimate.
Okay.
So go ahead and describe anybody who is able to see this right now what they would see.
So the Batsu, I guess you'd probably feel it before you see it. It's like when you had that nightmare where Vardrak thought Vakta was dead, and then like the water started rippling around him and everything, and the ground started kind of shaking. That starts happening again, but you can tell it's coming from Vardrak. And there's like this glow of radiant energy coming from him, and then all of a sudden, like it like gets more intense, and like you can see the water elemental like vibrating with inside of it, and there's this explosion, and you hear like two different voices, like a very dark sounding animalistic Vardrak, and then like sounds like a demon overlaid on top of it also yelling. And like he is just like he's like on fire, and he's got like these huge like fucking flaming wings coming out from behind him, and that's what you see happen like instantly.
Well, I think we're gonna have to kill Vardrak now.
Well, we got a new boss fight, guys. His wife's already dead. This he just drove him over the edge.
I got 2 hit points. I got this.
Let's see here. Do I
No
click?
grit. All my skills are used. No big. Woo!
And then to let me untarget him, target this. Explosion damage. And I guess whatever. Okay. All right. Now, does that burn up his? Because that's
Cliff, you're
technically a reaction.
Did we set that up as a reaction?
You typed it up. That's how you have it on here.
Then yeah, so that's your reaction. So you guys would see this explosion, and you'd actually see like a chunk of the side of this water elemental actually blow out like towards Batsu. Batsu just got like super soaked. Just he's at Splash Mountain all of a sudden, and you would, for like a second, you would see in this like cave, or this cove rather, of like where the water is separated, you would see Vardrak there with like his wings out, these flaming wings like floating there, almost flying for a moment.
And yeah, he's still grappled by this fucking thing, isn't he?
You would be, yeah.
Yeah, and then any attack is at disadvantage.
Correct.
Boo. Okay. Yeah, he's just gonna start swinging.
Okay.
So
That is a miss.
and tempted, but no, we'll do it again.
That's a miss as well.
Oh, come on.
Okay, then he's going to use we'll use 1 luck to use the 18 instead to make it a hit.
18 plus 8 would be a hit. Yep.
Okay. Oh, God, I'm so out of spell slots here. This is great. This is fucking great. And boom.
Don't ye be fucking started now. Boom.
All right.
Yeah, so you just hear this like crackle of magical energy, and then the curtain of water just flows back over.
You could have
All
at
right.
least gotten out while you had a gap.
Yeah, he was still grappled. I mean, this was like a fraction
by
of a
the
second
nothing
that there was that
Oh, okay.
opening.
Not dead yet.
What'd you say?
I said I'm not dead yet.
I feel happy. I feel happy.
So as you hear, I'm not dead yet.
that was my Vardrak impersonation. That was it.
In general,
Damn it.
if you were to look down at all while you're laying on your back here, you would see this other elemental dive into this geyser and like fly towards you with just a fist. And then just crackle into you.
I do not. Okay.
And well, shit.
Have no fear, for I'm not here. Damn it, where's Froppy when you need her? Does it pretty much anything a frog can do.
Fuck. You can't do anything against that.
And Batsu, you see the other elemental like dive into the water, and like almost as soon as you see like its front diving in, you see the front coming up at you with this uppercut. And this thing just cracks into you, and anybody that was near to hear this, I mean, it would sound like you did a belly flop the way that it cracked. And it lifts you off your feet, and as you slip into unconsciousness, your monk-like abilities fade, and for the first time through this event, your body actually plummets through the water as you go under. Factor?
Oh no!
Not the best thing you could have rolled. That gives you 2 automatic failures. If you get one more, you are out. Batsu, you got a critical success. That brings you to you are conscious with 1 hit point. You remember seeing this thing blink towards you. You black out for a second, and as you open your eyes, you see your body falling beneath the surface, and you see the surface of the water pushing further away from you.
You could not make this more suspenseful if you scripted it. I swear to God.
Yeah, no. No.
Fucking water. Alright. How far down am I?
You're only a few feet beneath the surface, but enough that it freaks you out that you are actually like, you are on the water, now you are under the water. You do not remember the transition.
Swimming up. Fucking coming out of the water like a fucking dolphin and landing on my feet.
Yeah, and as you get on the surface, you get there just in time to see this fist that was flying through the air, like, basically just mist down into rain, and you see the full figure of this elemental standing there looking at you.
Run up its front side and kick it in the face.
With your 1 hit point.
Son
I
of
didn't say it was a good idea.
It's just an idea.
I'm helping.
You're doing great.
Or should I say, oh.
Yeah.
Well, 1 hit point, so go big or go home, right?
What can you do?
Let's.
It's the way of the road.
Come on, you piece of shit.
That is a hit.
Should I still be prone?
Well, we'll say no. Either way, it's a hit, though.
Alright.
'Cause double 15, I mean. That's a hit as well.
Fuck it up, Batsu!
Fuck it. There goes the last one.
Splish splash, motherfucker!
That's a hit.
Wow!
Hitting them 6s, man.
You already know.
Jesus!
Oh my God.
Batsu's like, enough of this water shit!
That last one is gonna be a menacing attack.
What'd that do?
And he pretty much just tries to freak this thing out with the last hit. He grabs his sword, he like gets into his defensive stance, and he's screaming at this fucking thing. He's like, fucking come on, hit me again! And
It does not make it save.
alright, so this thing is now frightened.
Ooh.
Yeah, it is.
That much damage should be added on.
Another 6.
He's rolling these unholy numbers. All right. So anybody that was near Batsu when this happened would have seen like him like bolt out of the water with this sword in hand and come down with like this Excalibur slice, and then another one, and then a punch, and then another one, and then he goes in that defensive stance and does one more swipe at this thing, and you just see like it happened so fast, all within approximately 6 seconds, and you see like these chunks of the water like missing out of this thing that are just spilling out into the ocean before it rematerializes. Anything else you want to do?
That's. Did I put on my effect?
Not that I see.
Fucking anything you got at this point, use it.
Agile parry for a +2, and that's it.
You still got movement.
If something's frightened, does it get an opportunity of attack?
It does. It would be a disadvantage, but it still gets it.
No, he is like holding his own, staring this thing down.
Okay, let's see if Ricard holds his own. He does.
Oh my god.
You can't kill this guy.
Ravage
For like
is...
a 10th time.
Ravage is basically like still sliding down this thing with his spear. If he ends his turn within this circle, he will be within him.
Yeah, he is going to. He wants to push off and grab Vakta's floating body.
Okay. I would need a athletics check for that.
Okay.
And what is he trying to do?
He's trying to check and see if she has any fucking potions on her that he can fucking use.
I totally have a potion of superior healing in my bag.
Hey. No metagaming.
Hey!
Dead girl.
Hey! I'm a living dead girl. Fuck off.
Living dead girl. So, yeah, he like gusts over to her and pulls her up, and sees in her rucksack that there is a potion in there.
He's just grabbing a bottle, he's uncorking it and just jamming it in her mouth.
Whoa, phrasing.
He's not being very careful
Now
because
who's
he's
being
raging.
judgmental?
I'm not judging. I'm just saying it's not cool to do that to your mentor's unconscious wife. That's all it's saying. I mean, fuck me for being reasonable, right? So, whoever wants to roll it for me, actually, we'll have John roll it. John, do an 8 modifier and do 8d4, please.
Okay. 8d4?
Yep. Not 84, just 8 4-sided die.
Sure.
All right, 33.
Nice.
Yes, you can say he really ravaged her.
All right, so I'm not going there. So you're so that would be your movement and your action.
Yep, he's done.
Okay.
I'm not dead yet. But yes, I am. I was looking at ravage.
So, Vakta, you awake coughing up water with this potion being poured in your mouth, and you see Ravage standing there, and he gives you this like warming look, and then immediately you see his body just get launched into the air.
Okay. Yeah, she's just gonna straight up scream, but like gurgle, because there's still some potion there.
Woo!
Grimble, so you failed on that, and I hate to do this to you.
Fate, probably?
No, that geyser that you're on is gone.
So,
So you automatically gain another death fail, because you're gonna slam down and take that 8d or that 3d8 damage.
Doesn't have to exceed your health though for that?
No, I mean you would have to do more than 124 damage to kill you outright, and I don't think 3d8 can do that. I'm not the best at math, but I'm pretty sure. If it can, let me know and I'll roll. But no, so you just the geyser cuts off and your body just free falls, and like so Vakta, you see Rakar floating face down in the water to your left. You see Ravage get ripped up into the air, and then you just hear this clap sound, and as you turn to your right, you see the lifeless body of Grimble fall and smack onto the water, and he just dead man floats. Good times.
Great. Having a good time.
And
As Grimble's like falling down, he's like, but I didn't learn his name.
And you died.
Cool.
I didn't know that we were playing You Dead, You Dead.
You did.
I only need to make one more save out of the next 4 checks. No big deal.
And that was a miss. Hey. Finally one that fucking hits.
Hold on, who are you swinging at?
At you.
My armor prevents me from being crit.
You lucky son bitch.
Yeah, it only did 35 damage to you. You resisted the crit.
Okay.
But a crit is still a guaranteed hit, even though you don't get the extra damage from it.
Right.
So as this thing at this point, you guys are seeing this thing like almost like punching itself, it looks like, but it is like reaching in and it is just going like after Vardrak, who is just like floating around like some weird like sternum plate. It's just floating there. And Vardrak, it is your turn.
Yeah, fuck you, trying to get out of this fucking shit.
You are still in it.
Are you fucking kidding me right now?
I'm not. The DC is 23.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Give me a D20, Melissa, please.
Middle?
Middle's good. Well, I mean, they're all good in this case.
What can I? What?
Give me another D20, Melissa.
Okay.
Roll high.
That wasn't high.
Or middle.
I mean, yeah, no,
Like, seeing these bodies being launched and falling all around you, you, like, calm yourself for a moment and gather your as much inner strength as you can and heal yourself 10 points.
Okay. Yeah, I'll burn a reroll to try it again.
I closed the sheet. I don't know how many points you have.
I got enough.
You got 7. So you're at 5.
Hold on.
You know, you can't do multiple rerolls.
I'll do a lucky.
Okay.
Oh my god. Okay.
So that is your action. But you still have a bonus.
Good night, sweet friend.
How many fucking sorcery points do you have? Jesus Christ.
Technically, I only used 2 earlier. Now, these are his last 2. And
Yeah, you need to change your dice color, I think.
all right.
The hell did you just do?
He casts spell effect blur as he is trying to break out of this, and it's like he's trying to will himself out of it, but he's not moving anywhere. So he's just like his image keeps doing this constantly.
Okay. So because you're already at disadvantage, or he's already at advantage when he attacks you, then it would just nullify it, so he does standard attacks against you.
Okay.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Better than nothing.
That's his turn.
All right. And Vakta, if you were paying attention, you would see another geyser launch up and shoot Batsu into the air, and his body goes limp.
There are geysers everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Does that count as an attack?
The geysers? I mean, I don't know what you would call them. It's not like a melee attack or a spell attack. It's a save and then effect. So, I don't know what you'd call it.
Okay.
How many player points do I have, and can I reroll that if I have enough?
You have one, and no, you cannot.
Fuck. All right.
You could if you had more than one.
Oh my geysers in the air sometimes. Sing. Oh god. It fucking hurts. Oh no.
And Vakta, as of right now, these things have not seemed to notice you.
I would suggest getting the fuck away from here. Swim very far away. Swim very far.
And
Grimble's limp. And Batsu's limp. And
Ravage is limp.
And
And
Ravage.
Ravage and Ricard.
And Ricard. So all I can see is Vardrock?
You see a very fiery, radiant Vardrock inside this thing, and you would feel like that same uneasy feeling you felt in the presence of pretty much any demon we fought, and also that feeling that you get anytime like he uses lay on hands on you. So you're feeling both of those at the same time. So whatever Vakta does with that information,
I'm really struggling because I don't know what she would do here. Like, a couple months ago she would have swam away, but she actually cares about Vardrock, and if he's still fighting, so would she. Guess that's my answer.
So, I will say this. That thing is definitely within 5 feet of Vardrock. Or Vardrock is within 5 feet of it. Oh, and no, you're good. Yeah.
And it's not aware I'm there.
Nope. As of right now, last these things knew you were dead.
But it has taken a turn in combat, so I can't use Assassinate.
Yeah, somehow you rolled shitty on your initiative roll.
I always end up rolling shitty with initiative. I don't do well.
I'm real tempted to do something.
Would it be counted as surprised if I hit it?
I would say at this point, yeah, it would be fairly surprised.
Because another feature of the Assassinate feature is that any hit I score against a creature that is surprised is a critical hit.
Yeah, what is the definition of surprised? I don't know if they even have a real definition of it.
you already said it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's surprised if you say it's surprised, though.
I mean, that's the beauty of this is that it's always if I say it, that's what goes. But
God, please.
right, exactly. Otherwise, give me a stealth check.
Oh, I can do that.
Come on, Rogue. You got this.
Plus 13 modifier. God, I hope I got this.
So,
Which I can't stop rolling 10s.
if I really wanted to be a dick, there's a table of fate roll that says you auto fail your saves, but we're gonna say this is a skill check and not a save, which it is. And 23 is definitely higher than any of these things' passive perception, and they are not actively looking at you, so I would say they are surprised. Whoever you attack would be surprised at this moment. But I will also say that once you wham dazzle these things, I'm pretty sure they're gonna know you're there.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. But I'm gonna hit it anyway.
Which one you hitting?
Punch it.
Oh, I already targeted the one I'm hitting. Don't worry about it.
Oh god.
It's fine. I just have to actually hit.
And you did.
I can't figure out there. Alright, so...
Isn't it like a shift?
Yeah, I think it's hitting. We'll try it. We'll see. That's a lot.
I missed something.
That is a good hit.
Yeah, I missed something. I don't know what's...
Jake thought he'd be funny and roll Table of Fate on himself, and he basically just kicked himself while he was down. So Allie rolled Fate and kicked him even harder. We're gonna put a bookmark in that one for 1 second.
Yeah. The pin in that.
Yeah, just a little one.
Ankle gonna fall off? Like...
We may see, but we're gonna hold on to that for right now.
Character list right now.
I tried to fix it. Yeah, we appreciate you. Why are you rolling on me?
Oh, because
Wow.
that's the end of your turn, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, everyone's just going ham. Are you kidding me?
I'm just giving you a little bit of a boost. You can see him a little bit better now that you're 30 feet in the air and prone.
Just pure fucking carnage on Grimble. What the fuck? I've gotten like 2 good effects out of the last like 20 that have been thrown at me.
Melissa, give me a D20 roll, please.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So.
I'm gonna die again.
Oh my God, you guys, I can't keep up with this.
Neither can we.
Oh my god, what's
And my
going
buddy.
on?
Batsu, you successfully passed your first death saving throw. Rikar's not doing so hot. Ravage is doing okay.
Grimble lost.
Grimble is dead.
No.
Yep. So that's what happened.
No. As these like last waves come down, you just hear this whisper of, "What's your
Oh man.
character ready for next week?"
And Vardrak, it is. Oh shit! What happened? Oh, you got knocked out by that? Oh.
Fucked up fucking run.
Good news is you passed your death saving throw.
Yay.
Bad news is
Bad news, everyone.
Vakta. Everybody knows you're here now.
Yeah. But
Oh
I
my
hit it
God.
really hard.
You did?
Yeah, okay. That hurts.
Wait, so before I do that, do you want to use your uncanny majigger thing?
Doesn't matter.
I mean, you already hit me with it, though.
Exceeds by 4. You would still be alive if you did it.
Yeah. Yeah?
I think my shirt's a little too appropriate for right now.
Allie Phoenix says she's dying. Same.
So, Vakta,
Yeah.
you are 30 feet in the air.
Yeah.
You are prone.
Yep.
It's your turn.
Okay.
You got any more potions in your bag?
No. Maybe. How many superior healing potions did I have? I had one. Okay. Alright, well, it was nice knowing all of you.
The locals were right, god damn it.
Is it movement to be not prone?
Yep. It's half your movement speed.
Okay, is it also movement to try to not die when I land?
You can give me an acrobatics check to try to do a very nice swan dive.
I could roll a 5.
So you're proficient in it, which means that you can't roll anything less than a 10, so that's a 23.
Right, I forgot, thanks.
Yep, so you very elegantly just into the water.
5.
And she feels a sudden boost of speed of getting the fuck out of here.
I'm pretty sure that counts as all of my movement, and I will just
You get another
try
5
to
feet.
survive.
I would say that you have half your movement left, and you have a +5 from Table of Fate. Not that it's really gonna help, but you have 20 feet of movement.
Fucking go.
Like you just
Fucking go.
fucking disappear and go.
Yeah, let's swim away. Untarget that thing.
Do you want to disengage first?
Yes, it's a bonus action.
Yes, it is. Do you want to use stealth to attempt to hide?
Yes, that is very smart and something that Fakta would do. I remember these things.
Makes it hard for her to be seen.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
I'm invisible, guys.
Can I have another 20, please?
Maybe only a little invisible.
Don't you got a ring for that?
Yeah, I was trying to hint very hard at that.
I don't know if I have it or Vardrock has it because we keep passing it back and forth and it's not in my inventory.
It's your wedding ring. You should have it.
I can use it for something.
No, he can go invisible himself.
I don't.
You actually have an extra 5 feet as well, so you have 45 feet. So you have, well, I would still say 20 feet of movement speed.
Okay.
So feel free to. You're gonna go that way? Okay.
Yeah. I don't know, what way should I go? There's nowhere to go.
Can you swim in ocean?
I can't believe you guys got us into this.
Don't worry, you're only 4 days out by boat. Batsu, that's what, 2 saves now?
Yeah.
Doing good, buddy. Rakar, not so hot. Ravage, not so hot. Grimble, oh, no rolls.
Dead.
You float like nobody.
Thank you for the climactic finish there, music. So appropriately timed.
John, you're doing great.
Yay.
Well, you rolled a 33, didn't you? These things can't even fucking search for you. Like they just can't. Like they if they roll nat 20s all day long, they won't be able to find you. All right.
Yay!
So, you are seeing these things actively centering in the area where you were. You're seeing like the big elemental is like smashing down on the water and creating these huge waves. You're seeing the smaller elementals like dive under and disappear for a few seconds and then pop back up like they're searching for you. You have 40 feet of movement, which means in water 20. Technically, you shouldn't have been able to move as far as you did, but that was last round. So you have 20 feet of movement.
Yep, still just moving. And can I have a bonus action of sprint
Dash.
or dash?
Yep.
Dash, can I do that?
Yep, you can take your full 40 if you do that.
Yep, doing that.
There's 20.
Just going.
Where to?
Just straight line, just going.
5, 10, 15.
Goodbye.
What? No, you already moved 20. So that would be here.
Yeah.
Okay. Batsu, you were doing better last time, buddy. Rakar is dead. Ravage, not doing so hot. Grimble's still floating on.
And we all float on. Okay.
And you see this thing, the large elemental, begin spinning its hands in the water, and you see its hands just, like, even though its body's staying still, its hands are, like, going all the way around and begins this huge swarm, and you're feeling it creating a giant whirlpool.
Oh,
John, you are back with 1 hit point.
Jesus Christ!
Finish up.
Quick, somebody throw $10 at the screen and give him another ultimate.
Oh my god.
I'm
Bar-
only half being. I'm only
Bardrock,
half
you-
kidding.
You open your eyes, not remembering what happened, no longer in this primal state. As you look about, you see that you are floating sort of limp inside of this geyser, and you can see like that you are clearly above the surface of the water, probably 20-30 feet up inside of this thing's cavity. And as you look around for the first time, you get a moment of clarity, and you just see bodies floating all around you.
But he's still inside this thing.
Correct.
Is this fucking thing still grabbing him with this bullshit unescapable move? I'm not
Technically, yes. It just says you don't free from it unless you're make the strength save.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do, man. I'm just following the
Strongest
rules.
person on the team can't make the save.
Well, that's because your die aren't agreeing with you. If you could roll over an 8, you would make the fucking thing.
I did. Rolled a 14 and it was a no.
Oh yeah, you gotta roll a 15.
Uh-huh. Jesus Christ.
You can still attack it at disadvantage, though.
Falls over dead again.
I'm gonna try and break
It's
free
like the
just from
reverb
you.
from the hammer.
That broke free. So you are no longer restrained or grappled.
Somehow.
You have 1 hit point in a bonus action and movement.
Disengage and run, motherfucker!
Can't disengage. Took my standard action to break out of bullshit big bullshit move.
Ah.
Yeah, let's see here. Let's see.
Disadvantage on Constitution.
Do you have any bonus actions that can attack this thing?
Technically speaking,
I would probably try for that. What do I know, though?
Okay. Batsu really remembers the past couple times that he's almost died.
all too well. For some reason, he's getting like flashbacks of this this very pale elf with dark hair.
I mean, he can't get out of, like, he can't just swim out of this fucking thing, right?
You can, well, if you have enough movement speed, yeah.
Just body surf out of it.
And does he?
What's your movement speed? 30, 15 feet. If you were to swim straight south, you'd be able to get out of this thing.
Come on.
This is okay. So this thing is not even like in its water elemental shape anymore. Is this doing the whirlpool thing again?
No. So it's basically the entire body still looks the same, but instead of its hands being out like a humanoid figure at this point, they're basically swirling around it, creating this whirlpool that you're seeing pulling the water towards it. And you're seeing that the current of this thing is reaching out far.
Okay. He is. He's gonna cast spiritual weapon because why not? But he wants to put it like away from him as far as he can.
Okay.
Look, distraction.
Pretty much.
God.
Do you want to re-roll that?
Got nothing to lose.
Yes, Cliff. Why not?
Go ahead and re-roll it. That is a hit.
I'm already dead. Why bother?
I don't know. That's what they wanted to do.
Oh, good. It remains indecisive. That makes sense.
Cliff, out of curiosity,
Oh, good.
if a weapon like spiritual weapon was created, but it's not a concentration thing, but he obviously has lost consciousness twice, does the weapon still remain for its duration, or does it disappear?
I think last time we looked this up, it would remain for the duration.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's still his same one because it still has. Okay, so that made the difference between whether it be one die or two that he's rolling. So that's fine.
Bonus action, you create a spectral weapon that lasts for the duration or until you cast the spell again.
Okay.
So it lasts for 1 minute. I don't know when you cast this shit, but we're now 1 minute 18 seconds into this battle.
All right. So
Hey. So what's this look like?
from wherever it was, and it was just sitting there floating. All of a sudden, it just kind of like hit.
So as this spiritual weapon collides into this thing, you guys hear this crackle of thunder and lightning, and as it does, Vardrak, you feel yourself begin to no longer be within the pull of this thing, but just to start falling like you would if you were underwater. Vakta, you're swimming away and he starts spinning around like that, and you feel this current start pulling you back. You're swimming at all your might. It's still pulling you backwards. You hear this crackle of lightning, and all of a sudden, for a moment there's no current at all. The next thing you know, you feel the water swell up, almost like if you were like in a closed container and someone poured water on top of you. You just feel yourself under the water as the water level around you increases. As you bring yourself back to the surface, for a brief second, you see the giant humanoid shape of this thing begin to deteriorate and fall, just as a waterfall would, as it's colliding into the ground. And then next thing you know, you see this giant 50-foot swell of a wave come at you, and then you're under the water.
Yay. Cool.
Cliff, don't bullshit me. Was that really how many hit points he had left?
Yes. He had 1 fucking hit point left.
Are you serious?
That's why I was
my
saying,
God.
do you want to attack it? Do you have a bonus action? I was trying to hint the best that a DM could hint without giving it away.
You
That's, if Batsu stood up, he was gonna fucking full on go right. We get on this thing. I was like, it has to be soon. It has to be soon.
So, you guys, everybody who's still conscious,
That's 2 people.
yep, y'all. Hey, that's 50%, okay? Of our players, not characters. So you guys just feel thump underwater. Vardrak, you wouldn't notice because you were about 20 feet up when you got pulled under with this. But Vakta, you would notice that, like, you were on the surface and then all of a sudden the water was above you, like the water level of the entire ocean just raised. You can feel the currents and everything underneath you slowly starting to calm down. And as you guys are both underwater, you notice that you can breathe. And if you were to, like, check your face or anything like that, there's, like, this thick bubble that is around your head right now that is giving you oxygen.
Well, Vardrak, obviously, he can't see Bacta. He hasn't seen her for a while, and he is just battered, and he's just kind of just floating there. Like, he doesn't know why this is happening. He thinks he might be still possibly dead, but yeah, he's just kind of just motionless.
Yeah, so you're under the water at this point, looking about, and it takes some time for you to come to realize what the hell just happened. And then you realize you're underwater, and you realize you've been under there longer than you probably should be able to.
And with that, he's gonna look around and see if he sees anyone else.
Vakta's gonna be swimming back. She's gonna assume that it's okay-ish to go back and try to see if she can help anybody, but she really can't.
Are you swimming under, or are you swimming on
She's
surface?
gonna go to the surface and swim.
Give me a perception check.
Perception.
Give me another 20, please.
Now I roll high.
So, 2 things you notice. The first thing you notice is as you turn to swim back towards where your comrades were, that in the center, basically where this thing had been standing this whole time, where these whirlpools and everything were, there is a large collection, a large amount of debris under the water, where it looks like it's the remnants of all the past adventurers who have attempted to make this journey. As you breach to the surface, you immediately notice that the storm clouds overhead have cleared. You can see like clear skies above you, and it's almost like an explosion, like a ring, as you can see it widening above you in the darkness, slowly dissipating. The waves are still a little bit rough. You probably have 5-6 foot swells, but they're slowly starting to die down as you make your way over. By the time you get over to the area, you see the wreckage of your party members floating lifeless in the water. And you notice in the middle of it, Vardrak's there. And at this point, Vardrak, you would have seen all of your fallen party members as well.
As soon as he sees them, it like snaps him out of his like daze, and he's like just heading towards them. And
Fuck off, Allie.
I like her.
who does he see first, distance wise?
swear to God, if you say Kirla and he heads over to
The first person that you would see would be Rakar.
That's not that.
He's going to swim over to Rakar, and he's gonna check to see like, is there like any sign of like even the faintest of breathing?
Give me a medicine check.
Oh fuck. Oh, he's not. Oh wow. He can't tell shit.
He looks dead as fuck.
He looked dead.
He looks dead.
I mean, doesn't
Even when he was alive.
Yeah.
Accurate.
Fine.
He's
You
gonna
just go over, you're like, ugh.
yeah, push him out of the way. No, he's going to try anyway. Just out of pure desperation, he's going to try and use Cure Wounds on Rakar. Let's see, do I have him? Yeah, I have him targeted.
And when you do this, are you saying anything? Are you...
He's like whispering what anyone would probably just assume is just like a prayer of Tiamat, and he says, I need you to save them. Your duty is not finished yet. And like with the heel, like he like slaps him across the face with it. Like,
As one does. Give me a religion check.
Eh?
Oh my god, I choked on my food. You smack him and a fucking eye pops out.
You don't notice anything happening.
Okay. He's going to push him aside, and then he kind of looks over around everywhere.
The next closest to that would be Ravage. Grimble, Batsu would be the furthest, and then Kirla is behind you. But with you being distracted by everybody in front, I mean, you would have had to like paddle all the way around to see her.
Right, yeah, he's gonna do a full 360 to kind of gauge who's who, because he's looking for anyone that can help get them, everybody back up.
Yeah, around the time that you're slapping Rakar, you hear the sound of someone swimming and look up to see Vakta conscious.
And swimming towards you.
And you notice that she has like this bubble over her head. And Vardrak has one over his as well.
You immediately just see like him looking around like wide-eyed, and he looks battered and fucked up and everything. You don't even know how he's still moving. But he looks just infinitely relieved when he sees you. He is going to, let's see, does he should have some potions left, right? Superior healing and greater healing. Hey. Yeah, he's gonna pull both of those potions off, and he's going to like just extend them both to you and say, like, just save who you can.
Okay, I'm just having trouble with hearing today. Could you repeat that?
He just says, save who you can.
She's gonna take the potions from him and just start looking to who's nearest, who might be able to.
Rakar is directly next to you. I'm sorry, Ravage is directly next to you.
I'm pouring one of the potions down his.
Give me a medicine check.
I am not wise.
I'm removing all these, by the way, Cliff.
I'm not wise.
You pour the potion into his mouth and nothing happens. Wait. I might have lied.
I don't think he was one of the ones that was dead yet.
As I said, I might have lied. Hold on.
Yeah, I thought Rakar was only at 2.
Rakar?
Or Rakar.
Ravage.
Oh no, yeah, no. Ricard died. Ravage is still at 2, I think.
Yeah, Ravage is at 2. What kind of potion are you using?
I was given 2 healing potions, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Are they both the same?
One was greater, one was superior.
Okay.
I believe it. Yeah.
Doctor's not gonna know which one is which. Do you?
Vardrak
what-
doesn't either.
One's larger than the other one.
I'm gonna give him the smaller one.
Damn, it's like that?
The one that saved you. Wow.
Right, that's fucked up.
Well,
No,
we
too
might
late now.
need Grimble or Batsu, so
Give me do a +4 modifier and roll 4d4, please. So you pour it in his mouth, and he immediately begins coughing up water, and he kind of looks at you, and he gives you the same look that he gave you when he was pouring the water out of, pouring it into your mouth. And for like a brief second, you almost expect like a geyser to go off.
The same time, Vardrak is swimming over. I guess would Batsu be next closest?
Dude, you got the map, bro.
I mean, I didn't know if it was that. Wait, he's
right
going
now.
for Batsu.
Okay.
I see who it is.
Yeah, do you still have one of the potions?
No.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and give me a medicine check.
Okay, Batsu, I need you to not be dead. Capiche?
I can do that.
Yeah, you're able to stabilize him. But he still has 0 hit points.
Okay.
So you'd be trying to get him in,
Well,
Batsu coughing up water and shit.
Do they also get the bubbles around their heads when they're?
They do not seem to have bubbles over their heads.
hey.
you know what? Instead of doing like the normal stabilize, he is gonna go ahead. We're gonna use the second to last first level slot, and we're gonna go ahead and give him a cure wounds. Unselect Rakar's rotting ass. Select Batsu, and we'll do that. And then he's going to, after he sees like Batsu's fine, he's just gonna head straight for Kirla.
You too.
100% platonic.
Yeah.
Because Vakta's going over.
So
She's got you.
after Vakta stabilizes Ravage, what is she doing?
Who's next to near me that looks like
Grimble.
I mean, Grimble or Ricard, yeah.
Car's fine. I'm going to Grimble.
Fuck up.
Car's fine.
I don't understand
up.
it.
Fucked up.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, he's just fucking creepy.
So yeah, you gonna be giving him the potion?
Yeah.
Give me a medicine check.
Yeah, it's not good.
You pour the potion in his mouth, and nothing seems to happen. And like as you're like swimming away from him, you just hear kind of this splashing sound, and he starts coughing and gagging. Even with the healing potion, you're still at 0 hit points. But you are alive.
Ow.
Oh my god, Grimble.
Did I have any near-death experiences that would have revealed to me a certain name?
Nah, man, you just woke up. You were out. And Vardrock, what you doing over there with Kirla, your completely plutonic friend?
Now, geese.
Oh boy, better not.
I said you better not.
He is like, his hands start glowing as he like grabs her, and he's like, before he casts his last first level cure wounds, he's like praying to himself. He's like, Tiamat, I need her to bring back the rest. Please bring her back to me. And then he casts it.
Give me a medicine check.
Oh shit. but
I know, right?
14.
Give me a religion check.
But that's more chance of failure, Cliff.
I know, right?
So it's still not bad.
As you cast it, like nothing happens for a second. And then you hear like this high-pitched ring in your ear. And as you do, she opens her eyes. And for a moment, her eyes are completely white. And then you see like her pupils like materialize into it.
And he just he just looks at her like, are you with me? He's just kind of like seeing if she's like aware, if she seems to have her senses about her.
Like she's kind of out of it, but she's like, yeah, I'm with you.
And it's like, okay, the rest are gonna need your help. And he's just kind of like puts her on his back and then starts swimming towards where Vakta and everyone else is.
Yeah, so as you get over there, everybody is back up except for Rakar, who is floating there dead.
Why is it always him?
Yeah, when he sees that, he's just gonna start swimming towards him, and he's like starts turning and head towards Rakar. Like, yep, got it.
And you see Kirla like gets off your back and like paddles over to him and cradles his head, and she like bends down and whispers something into his ear. And as she does, you see this like glow of energy come off of her and surround him, and his eyes glow with this like teal, like bright green teal energy. And he like lays there for a second. He gets this big creepy smile on his face, and he just like floats on his back.
Pure ecstasy. Creepy fucker.
I can't. Oh.
Don't worry, Vakta, we saved him.
You might want to wash your hands there, lass. Might have gotten his excitement on you.
And he's gonna rejoin the group after that.
Yeah, and now that the water has calmed, the water here looks like it did right off the city, and it's like crystal clear where you guys are at as you're like paddling in place. And as you look down, you see all of these wrecked ships that have been pulled together by this whirlpool in this like circular pattern of just ruin and wreckage.
Batsu walks up, and everyone except for Vardrock is seeing this white skin, white hair. This guy, his arms look bloody, but they look like it's not fresh. It's been like that. and he has scars running down his face, his arms, his body, and it's not just plain face anymore. It's nose, mouth, the whole deal. And he comes walking up to you guys with his sword in hand, looking for someone to fucking fight.
Unless you're planning on fighting the party, you don't find anyone.
He's standing at the ready, just looking around.
You guys are all sitting there swimming in this water, and Batsu just comes walking on it. And Batsu, you would notice as well that underneath your feet, just all this wreckage of these ships that have made their way here.
Vardrak is going to use his final spell slot, second tier, on himself. Now that everyone's up and moving, he's gonna cure wounds himself, and now he is completely fucking tapped. He says, "All right, everyone, just pick among the debris here, see if there's anything that we could use, and we'll figure out what to do next afterwards."
Did we win?
I guess we'll find out shortly.
Right.
And then he starts swimming away from the group.
Are you diving under?
No, he's staying on the surface.
Okay.
Batsu's just like, fucking water. He stands still and just starts sinking.
Vardrak
Going
is
down and looking.
Vardrak is going to start yelling up to the sky. He's like, "I bested your champion. Now, give me the audience I deserve."
Your pleas are met with nothing but the sounds of waves and water.
As I expected. Celestials are garbage, and you always will be. And he turns around and starts swimming back. And he's gonna dive under where he saw Batsu go under, and he's gonna start looking around for any signs of anything himself.
All right. Is everybody diving under to look at this point?
I mean, I'm still at 0 health, so no. Melissa, you're muted.
Float there, you'll be fine.
Just float.
You'll float on okay.
All right. So everybody give me a perception check, please. Grimble, you can give me one at disadvantage.
Yeah, of course I can.
I mean, you didn't want to dive under, so.
That went in.
I see everything.
So what do we have here? A 10, a 14, a 10, an 8, a 17. Wait, no, that's too many.
14, 10, 8, 17.
Yeah. Minus the first 10 was not the right one. So
Yeah.
49 total for the 4 of you, which is a 12.25. Not too shabby. As you guys dive in,
Did everybody loot the wreckage first?
that's well, the wreckage is where you have to dive in to get, and that's what you guys are
okay.
looking for.
I gotcha.
So, as you guys all split off looking for your own things.
Wait, that means I'm not getting anything, motherfuckers!
We'll bring you a hat.
Vardrak, you notice the glint of this amulet and you're about to just pass it by, but something inside of you tells you to grab this. And as you do, it's this tribal-looking gold, like beaded gold necklace with this giant purple gem that's being surrounded by this gold leading. So the gem almost looks like it's floating free. And you grab that and take it. Batsu and Vakta, both of you together at the same time notice in this boat, it looks like it was like the cabin of a boat and the door has since been dehinged. And inside this room, you see that there is this bow, and then through the bow there is a sword. And both of them are black and red, and they're very angular. As you guys make your way at the same time, almost like touching hands as you reach out to grab this. Batsu, you grab this sword, and Vakta, you grab this bow. Grimble, you're up at the top, watching everybody underneath get all this stuff, and you like look down almost directly below where you're at, and you see this gun that looks almost identical to the one that you've seen in your vision.
He's like, no hesitation, just immediately dives after it. Doesn't care if he's near death. He's like, no, I'm fucking taking it.
I will die with this gun.
So you grab this gun and you hurry yourself up with your bum ass ankle to the surface. And as you're looking at this gun looks like it was almost like someone took a cannon from a ship and modified it into a rifle.
Fuck yeah!
And
Damn.
there are these runes that are carved into it that you recognize as being like old dwarven runes. And the gun has a name of Typhoon.
Damn.
And on top of that, you guys find a shitload of platinum and gold, some precious gems, some potions, and in the dead center of all this wreckage, there's a circular area that's about 50 feet or so in diameter, like where this elemental was standing, for lack of better terms, where there's like no degree and it's completely clear. And in the very center of this circle, there is this small pouch that looks like it's made out of some sort of suede or fabric. And with everything else underneath here looking sort of weathered and mossy, this thing is pristine.
Well, Vardrak is gonna swim towards that, pick it up, and see if there's anything inside.
As you open it up, you get this like humming sound that is audible to everybody around you. And this light emits from this bag as you reach in and pull out this deck of large cards.
And his eyes light up.
The cards, as you look at them quickly, have just pictures on the front, no words, and they are all trimmed in gold, actual gold. So you close the bag back up.
Batsu's just like pointing at Vardrak, like
He's extended to Vatsu, like.
And as you hand that over to Batsu, you are all blinded by this bright light.
Blinded by the light.
Lit up like and you feel the sensation of your bodies being pulled. And as your bodies jerk back into a still positioning and your vision comes back, you guys are standing in the middle of Dracarius.
What?
The fuck?
What?
The jackal is standing in front of you on one knee, weakened. As you look around, you notice that Dracarius has been built up more than it was when you were there last. There are more homes. But the thing that catches your attention more than anything is the lush greenery and crops that are so plentiful are wilted and dying. The greens of the grass are yellowish brown. The trees are barren and leafless. And that's where we're going to end it at for the night.
Hey.
You motherfucker.
Ew.
Whoa!
Holy shit, guys.
So remember how you were talking about those chills? I just got them.
Thank you.
Woo!
Thank you.
Spicy!
So,
Randomly message you for the next week. I hate you. So just expect.
Oh no, John, let's coordinate when we do that so we can send them at alternating times.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna set up a bot to constantly ping him.
I'll just reply with thank you to all of them. So first and foremost, thank you guys, everybody that stuck with us this long. You guys had some crazy fucking interactions today.
Quit fading me, bastards!
Arcanus Noctum, thank you for the sub and the follow. Dredson, thank you for the resub. Ali Phoenix, thanks for the follow. All the biddies, the sub, all of that good shit. You guys are amazing. Thank you to everybody that redeemed the Stream Loots cards. I gotta go through the list and see, because like my list on here is like, it takes up my whole screen. Anybody who subscribed today or resubscribed today, you will get your Stream Loots cards. I will do it after this because it takes a little bit longer to do that, and I don't want to clog everything up. And really, I didn't want you guys doing any more cards against poor Grimble. Like, what more can this man take? He was dead, and you still hit him for 17 damage. You guys should be fucking ashamed of yourselves.
That was amazing.
And normally I end all the Table of Fate rolls at the end of the night, but I'll carry that 17 damage over. Don't worry, Jake, I got you.
Fuck you! Oh no, Grimble's dying again because I'm still at fucking 0 health.
Don't worry, I'm sure everything's fine.
Uh-huh.
But no, thank you guys so much. Sincerely, I appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. There's so much that can still happen. There were a couple different paths that could have happened tonight. This is one of them. It has opened up a couple other paths. And the one thing that I do want to say with this is this was episode 50 of us streaming. The game we've been doing for a little bit over a year, but this is episode 50 of us streaming it. Next week will be 51. The week after that will be 52, which will mean 1 year streamiversary for doing Adventures from Amethil. And the way everything is falling into place right now, if you guys enjoyed tonight, you're not going to want to miss the 52nd episode for sure. Because one way or another, it's going to be epic, depending on what they choose to do. So, no matter what, I promise you it will be epic. Yeah. So thank you guys so much for being here. And with that, I needs to find someone to raid and hope that my peoples that I always raid on Tuesdays are on.
Fuck, did I live through that?
I have no idea. I have no idea how any of you lived through that, to be completely truthful. I was like, fuck. The one thing I did not account for was you guys not making it through tonight. So, I mean, you guys would have been really selfish to die on me tonight, because that have meant all that planning I did went out the window.
That was the most thematic ending ever.
Oh my god. I'm overwhelmed. I'm gonna go sleep for days.
So, if anybody wants more Dungeons and Dragons actions, I'm gonna raid over to Legends of Evantris. We do it every week. They have a great production value. They enjoy their game. If you want more D&D action, stay there and enjoy. Follow them. Thank you guys again. I hope to see you guys next week, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m. Pacific. Good night.
All right. Oh my god.
What in the